Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. The Revengening.
Now with new funky mode.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And Knuckles. Yeah, so when we were setting up the stream, I accidentally titled it Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
This is kind of loud.
This ain't Xeno Chronicles 2. This is one. We might do it, you know, like half a year from now. But
maybe.
Definitely not until then.
Yeah, maybe post Ratchet and Clank.
And even then, you know, gotta decide to do
that. Okay. Riki. Alright.
So yeah, we're at a ocean at the top of the biomes.
Yeah, we left off at literally the most aesthetic location ever.
Pretty much. And it's basically aesthetic completely on accident, too.
Yeah. These trees are nice.
Yeah. The definitive edition definitely gave the entire game a really nice glow up, as I've said before. And there's Prison Island. That was right there.
Where?
That big ominous thing floating in the sky.
That's where we're headed?
Yeah. But first we need permission from the Hijinks to go there.
Oh shit. Wait, why are we... Wait. I thought our goal was the Hijinks. Why are we going... Why do we need permission, and why are we going to Prison Island?
We're going to Prison Island to make the Shulk's vision come true.
Which was him kicking the shit out of Metalface?
Yes. And however, Melia has the inside scoop that basically the Hijinks control this entire sea, and they won't let you in.
I didn't mean to do that.
And they won't let you in unless they give you permission.
Okay.
You can press Z.
ZR.
Yeah, so no one can enter Prison Island without first obtaining the sanction of the Hijinks Emperor. Party head to the Imperial capital Alpha in the sea.
Cool.
But first
this. Blinding Ray. Interesting.
Binding.
Oh, Binding Ray. That's different. And it explains why I can still see. Get toppled into the shit.
Immediately purchase the chest. That's only going to be...
Welcome to the obligatory I figure out how to play the game again section of the stream.
Yeah.
Make sure we're focused. Let's put up a buff, doesn't matter which one. Let's top, or not top, break, and then topple. Good for Rick.
Ricky's like an entire level below everybody else.
Still?
Well, now he's only half a level below, but still.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's make sure we keep him in the party then. Something about the camera always bugs me, and I can't put my finger on what it is.
Well, there's no motion blur.
No, it's not that. It's I always feel like when I'm looking at the map, I always feel like I'm walking forward, and the map shows me walking at an angle. And I don't get it. Okay, what am I doing here? Because I was brought here and then...
Turn around.
Got erupted from existence. Oh, it's just this, right?
Yes.
Oh shit, all I had to do was stand there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got high tech.
I got distracted by the red thing is all.
Yeah, they got high tech around here.
Nice. That is the Hijinks for you, I guess.
Oh, look.
I don't want to fight that, do I?
It's a unique monster that's a fucking seagull. If you feel so inclined to pick a fight.
I'm good.
Alright, I guess I'll end up beating the shit out of him later on.
Yeah. In the let's do nothing of interest section of the stream, which will inevitably be the second half, due to the usual structure of these.
You take care of the first third, I do the second third, and then you come back and reprise the last third.
I guess. I don't know if I'd call it a third, though, because it tends to be more, it tends to be more like I do almost half, and then you do almost half. Or not almost half, but you do, like, a portion, and then I do the very ending. But, like, usually I don't spend that long at the end, do I?
I don't know. It really is your play.
Yeah. Apparently it's either immune or resistant. I wasn't watching enough to know.
Flying you.
Usually immune.
What?
Yeah, I know that the like bird things from earlier were, but these are new enemies, so I figured I'd try it. Okay.
The thing is, if they're resistant, they're probably 100%
I
resistant.
have not been paying attention until he's not there.
If they're resistant, they're usually, flying monsters are usually 100% resistant, which means you can only break them during the
Yeah.
but it'll still technically say resist.
Ricky is getting low. That's wild. Oh, it's because this thing is here and I didn't notice it. Well, let's eliminate this boy so that I don't have to deal with a large number of these. I fucked that up. I fucked up the delete, now he's still here. And that's a problem. I'm gonna get fucking murdered. Get up. Get up. Shit out of me. Let's take a beat off Ricky because he's getting fucked a little bit. Yeah. Even though he has a lot of health, you would think that it would be good to be on him.
Well, it's because he's only allowed to wear one. Same as me. Although chain links solve that basically. It's kind of weird, you know? The game says, oh, these characters can't wear medium or heavy armor. And then immediately using chain link you can do that problem. With very minimal effort too. It kind of makes me wonder why they do it.
They probably do. Did it just heal itself? It did an ability called Winged Cure. That sounds like it would heal itself.
Oh, well, you can see it slowly healing 170 every 1 minute.
Well, I removed that, and also I removed its fucking health.
But, you know, 170 points at this point in the game is nothing.
Hmm. Hi, Odin. How's it going?
Odin is with us.
Yeah, I already played it. The clip, I mean.
Yeah.
Is that clip really loud when I play it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're usually, even when you are watching the stream, you're usually... Wait, was that not... Okay, so I have the characters, but not the affinity requirement.
You would need to build up the first tier of affinity with them.
Mm-hmm. Who do you guys think is better, Marvel or DC, and why? That's a good question. I'll come back to it in a second. Okay, that was just another item thing.
Disney.
Does Disney own DC at all? No, that's Warner Brothers.
Disney owns Warner Brothers.
Oh, so Disney owns everything.
Yeah. It's not okay.
Yeah, I know, I agree. But there are different people making the movies.
This is true.
I always liked DC characters better, but it's undeniable in this day and age that Marvel has been managing their IPs a lot better.
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
Random schmucks.
Are those wings on their head? They must be Hijinks.
Hey.
Welcome home, Lady Melia.
Are wings functional?
Sort
Lady?
of.
Huh?
I think that it's, you know, somewhat confirmed
Thank
in
you,
a side
Captain.
quest that they can let them
These
fly
homs
down,
and this knock-on are my guests.
but they can't really fly.
See them safely to the guest quarters. Give them anything they need.
It's
As you
mostly
wish.
just vestigial.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Melia, are you?
You know, normally I'm not a fan of the human races, but I actually like the Hom characters in this a lot better than the other characters.
I mean, you've seen the Nopon.
They're funny.
Melia,
Yeah, they're kind of the joke factor.
I cannot speak now, but I shall fulfill my promise.
It's an entire race of jokes.
I understand.
Kind of. And then there's these
I will
high-end
arrange
tier
for
that
an
you
audience
kind of
with the
just
Emperor.
now meet.
Will you wait?
We won't move an
Yeah, they're
inch.
fine, I guess.
Trust me.
My thanks.
We won't move an inch in this pouring rain.
I assume the rain is not always here at this point in the game. Song requests are not on Odin, sorry.
Lady
Technically,
Melia,
you can
he
always
says.
request them. I can't turn it off, even if I wanted to. But they are not
Sure.
currently playing.
Do you
You can
think you're the
usually
same
tell
as
by the
me?
fact that there's no music playing.
Whatever her position is here, Melia won't let us down.
I'm sure you're right.
I do have some new stuff I'd be requesting on my own stream if we were doing song
More
request
of these
stuff.
guys.
Ocean Man voice crack.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was thinking of. Ocean Man voice crack is funny, but I was thinking of that shit that I sent to the group chat earlier.
Oh, I didn't read or watch any of it.
No, I mean the not the meme combat stuff. The song.
Oh, that shit. I should probably watch that.
Yeah, I mean the one that I sent is 40 minutes, so obviously you don't have to watch all of it, but I can later on, if we have like 2 minutes after we finish streaming, I can play the one that I really like.
All right.
But the whole album is fucking good, which is why I sent the whole fucking album.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now you get to play as Melia
I'm
for 2 minutes.
just Melia.
Yes.
Just Melia.
Just Melia. No, it's fine. You really don't need to do anything with her.
I figured. That would suck if you did, because doesn't she have shit health?
Yeah, she has like -2 health.
She's already dead when she spawns.
You are already dead.
A combat initiates and you die instantly.
No, she's just like a lich secretly and has negative health to represent that.
It's like the negative lives in Mario 64, where if you somehow manage to get it, you just like are immortal. Because if you lose your fucking lives. Because it only restarts the game when you hit exactly 0, which means if you have negative and you die, you go to a farther negative, and then you still don't restart.
Yeah.
Your stupidity bores me.
Your Highness.
Enough of your drivel.
We will have our chance when
Posh.
she stakes her claim to the throne.
Yes, everybody is super posh.
Here, anyway. That was a lot of back.
Yes. Baby got back.
Oh yeah, I guess I should shut off the thing that says song requests are on, since song requests are in fact not on.
False advertisement.
Well, it hasn't popped up yet, so it's not false advertisement yet.
You are like 7 XP away from getting
Oh, it is already off.
a new level as Melia.
It is actually already off. 7 XP. Yeah, I noticed the bar was really close to full, but I didn't see how much it actually was.
I don't know, I'm estimating. It's probably more than that.
I mean, I noticed it was like nearly full when I looked up there. Mostly because I thought, I wonder if Melia is lower because I don't use her, and this will maybe give some counteracting to that.
Maybe.
The level you get the character at when... Or the level the character is at when you get them, is that scaled to what you are, or is that a fixed number?
It's scaled, but I don't know how it scales. I'm pretty sure it's scaled to the same level as you.
Okay.
We're just chilling. You can say hi to them if you want.
Yes?
Yeah, see? They're all pleased to see her.
This is a very nice location.
It is.
The way you said they're all pleased to see her concerns me.
I will use my power to protect
Oh,
my
hey,
friends.
you got a level.
Yeah, I was really, really fucking close. The building's pretty legit.
Yeah. They definitely spared no expenses.
I mean, this is basically like the fucking throne room, so.
Yeah.
Melia Antiqua, First Princess, has returned, Your Majesty.
Raise your head.
Your Majesty.
The Telethia reigned
I've just got a really
havoc
bad
on
feeling about
countless
this guy.
veteran knights. You triumphed where they
Sorry,
could not. I find it difficult to suppress these feelings of pride for you, my kin.
But, Your Majesty, I failed to return with any of the subjects you entrusted to me. My inexperience cost them their lives.
We will grieve for them, but it could not have been avoided. It was their duty and honor to fight beside you. They were all aware
It's very
of your
distracting
limits.
how her sleeve is floating,
Emperor.
not only floating off of her arm, but also
Those
clipping into her
feelings of
boob.
frustration close to you.
Yeah.
It will help you to remember the debt you owe to those that have fallen.
Remember, this is
Your
the
Majesty,
original game, but
Concerning
with
such debts,
upscaled
there were
text
others who
features
aided
Yeah.
me.
and
The
very little
Homs and
else.
Nopon that accompanied you to the
Yeah, they
capital,
didn't change like
they
the
have been
models.
arrested by Imperial security.
I
Shark
mean, they
and his
improved the
companions.
UI by leaps and bounds,
Yes,
but aside
For
from that and
reasons
the
pertaining to
textures,
the weapon this
the
Shulk
bones are
possesses.
still there from like
Shulk's
2010.
weapon?
Yeah.
Do you mean the Monado?
So it is true. If that weapon is truly the Monado, we shall be forced to take action.
I really
Why?
like games that have like actual cloth
There
physics.
is a legend
Yeah.
passed
Like
down through the
fucking
generations
Journey
of a
looks
divine
gorgeous.
weapon.
Oh yeah.
The Monado.
Journey definitely.
It is
Even
said that
now,
the
that was a
Bionicity
PS3
itself
game. Even now
bestows
that
the
game
blade
looks
upon
fucking
the
gorgeous.
chosen one. However,
Yeah, but
if
a
the
lot of
chosen
games
one is
from the
black
PS3
of
still
heart,
hold up.
he will cause
Yeah,
the
it's only 2
destruction
generations.
of the High Entia.
But like,
Or more like 1.5.
yeah,
Among
but I feel like it's
the
more than
High
holding
Entia
up. I feel like
good
it's
and
like
bad alike. Homs and Nopon
decently
are no different.
comparable to
If
modern
this
games,
boy
and that's
Yeah.
what I'm
is
really
the
Well,
impressed
that's
chosen
by.
because they chose
The Divine
a
Seer's
sort of
interrogation will reveal
unique
where his
art
allegiances
style
lie.
that
Mhm.
also
So you intend to keep them
withstands the
confined?
test of time.
Mhm.
We must.
Because they weren't going for
Father,
realism.
I mean, Your
as
Majesty.
far as art style. The realistic
sure
art
your
style
Shulk is
is
of pure
useful
heart?
and good, but it does not
As
hold
my
up terribly
successor,
well.
you will
when
play a role of
times-
great importance.
Yeah, that's true.
Calm your spirit.
That's
and
not
be
to say you
patient.
shouldn't do it. It's just that it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, I remember playing the first Black Ops and thinking, "Oh my god, this game looks
Dear
fucking
sister,
real."
I can
Yeah.
see the Emperor's words have confused
Specifically, I remember the interrogation scene, the one where you have to jump out the window and go through down a bunch of rooftops.
I never played that.
Yeah, I know. But that's the scene that I
Father.
remember seeing and thinking, Jesus, why does this game look so fucking real?
His
And
Majesty
like, if you
has
play it
spoken.
again now, it's like, ugh.
He recognizes you as the Crown Princess. You are to be the next ruler of the High Entia.
Me? And not you?
Yes, the Emperor asked for my counsel, and I told him as I tell you now. You will make a fine Empress. There is no one more suited to leading our people.
I guess
You proved that when you
could say
dispatched the
size
Telethia.
doesn't matter.
I
Ha.
don't know what to...
Ha ha.
Melia,
Wing size, no, doesn't matter.
But the soldiers. I am not fit to rule. I should visit their families and beg for pardon.
Melia, you know that this is not allowed.
I know. But it does nothing for the guilt I feel.
It is
I
as
know,
the Emperor
But
said.
I don't care.
Grieve their departing, and engrave in your heart their great deeds.
I will.
I have like a chipped tooth or something.
You are right to question these things.
Yeah, I actually
But take
just went to the
pride in
dentist a
who you
couple weeks
are.
ago, and
The
they
Emperor
found that I
has
had
chosen
one of
wisely
my
in you,
front teeth
Melia.
was chipped the whole time.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but slightly. Enough that they had to like sand it down.
I
Wow.
am
Yeah, mine
be
is
crown
the
princess.
backmost on my left side, top,
Yes.
Yeah.
and like 90% of the day I don't notice it, but if I happen to run my tongue over it once, I feel
The
that it's really
Ministries
sharp.
of Research
and then,
Records
like,
are united
I have
in
the constant
support
urge
of
to
His
keep poking at it.
Majesty's
You know what I mean?
Hey, ow, that
I,
hurts. Do it
Minister
again.
Lorithia, have no
So they want to.
objection.
It's like it doesn't hurt. It's just like
I
mildly
understand.
annoying.
Mhm.
It feels
I
like
would
there's
never
food there that
openly
should come out, and it
question
just
our
doesn't.
divine
But
emperor.
so they're trying to make her empress,
But the wielder
and she doesn't
of
wanna
the
be
Monado,
empress.
the chosen
or she doesn't
one,
think she deserves it at least.
Yeah, I think she feels like she would do it
thinks so
if
too.
he had to, but she
Yes.
doesn't feel like she
But
does.
a lowly
And that other guy
servant of
she
the
was just
realm
talking
such
to,
as myself
she thought he was gonna
could
be.
never
He was gonna take
question
over.
his
Yeah,
majesty.
But he
Because-
recommended her.
However,
Yeah.
if the divine seer
Huh.
were to intervene,
The seer could free
But I
Shulk.
guess the emperor
they
gets to
should be
choose
exchanging words
who
as we
gets to
speak.
be the crown prince or princess
Right.
amongst his line.
All right. Is she actually of royal blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that kind of came out of nowhere. I felt like he just kind of asked her to just
Idiot bird
like,
brains.
hey, person that
What
I
do you
know and
do?
trust, but have no relation to. Please take over.
No.
A fancy
She
prison
is-
is still a prison.
Right. Okay.
It's just that we were talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened to Melia?
I mean, I did
Mercy
sort of
Harlock
figure
up
that
in here
out
with us.
Mm-hmm.
along the way,
Exactly.
No,
She's in on
but
this.
that was my initial impression anyway when I heard the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Any thoughts here?
Nope.
Melia won't let us down. She promised
Did
to
we
take us
know
to
that
Prison
before
Island.
this scene?
No.
I didn't
She's
think
not the
so.
kind of person
I wasn't
to
sure
break
if it
a
was just
promise.
because I'm stupid, or if
Okay, Shulk.
we just
You
didn't
win.
know.
I believe you.
Glad to hear I'm
If
slightly
you
less
believe
stupid
Melia,
than I
then
previously
no
was.
arguments from me.
No, they kind of just reserved this as a surprise moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, secretly she was a princess the whole
Yeah, it
time.
was a pretty big twist. They also did that thing where they had her wearing that headdress so that you don't even realize she is necessarily a Hyantia.
Yeah.
But I kind of figured that out right away.
Mhm. Yeah, the game kind of like allows you to figure things out by yourself.
Jacob, do you have any recommendations for this that I can change quickly?
Well, humanity's already mostly full, so yeah, do that.
Like this?
hmm
Okay.
The super short of the skill tree system is that if you don't know what to do, just build up the ones that have the least tiers of progression.
Because they go faster, basically.
Yeah.
I
And
just
if you
realized
want-
I didn't have anyone else in my crew except for him anyway, so I'm not going to fuck with that right now. Cheekier Odin asks, would you rather be Mario or Jerry from Tom and Jerry? Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to do.
You're supposed to just talk.
What's up?
What's all this then? How can they treat us like this? That Melia chick. We're sure we can really trust her, right? So what's your answer to that,
Yeah?
Jacob?
Probably Jerry, because he always ends up making out like a bandit every single episode. Whereas Mario keeps having to rescue the princess. And like go through a mile of shit every time that happens.
I guess.
Right.
I feel like both of them usually end up winning.
Yes, but...
You're right. I was gonna say Mario hands down, but you made me doubt that. I'm not fully in favor of Jerry now, but I am a little iffy. Now I'm doubting what I was thinking
You are to
before.
be interrogated
Well,
by
I was
the
thinking,
divine
like,
seer.
Mario
Stand back.
is like this fat, dumb plumber, but he always saves the princess, and he's like, it's a child-friendly game, but you know they're fucking.
Alvis,
Eh,
what are you doing here?
I mean, probably.
Like, I'd rather be
Behind the
that than a
scenes.
mouse that has to constantly run for my life.
Yeah, but he
see.
has a roof over his
So
head.
that is why you are here.
And he always ends up fucking over Tom in the end.
I guess.
He always ends up succeeding, and it usually
Is
never
Melia
takes
okay?
more than an
We didn't mean to
episode's
cause her
length,
any trouble.
which is like 15 minutes.
Rest
Yeah.
assured, she is fine.
I
the
guess.
real reason you have
There's
been
a decent
detained
argument for
is
both.
not because you are
I can't really
outsiders.
decide that easily.
You don't mean...
I feel like the bonuses are better for Mario.
Yes. The Monado.
But
The,
Jerry has fewer negatives.
You see, the High
I guess.
Entia and the Monado go back many years. Millennia, in fact.
But those are two really weird, unrelated things to compare, by the way.
Leave everything to me.
Decent question, but an odd one.
I shall see to it that you are not held for long. We cannot have the saviors of Her Highness treated as criminals now, can we? Free these people. I shall take responsibility for their actions whilst inside the capital. They are now guests of the Imperial family.
Do we know
Sir.
anything about Alvis?
I am required to
you now
report
know
to His
that he is a
Majesty.
seer
Otherwise,
in the
I would
employ
escort you
of
around the
the,
capital.
High
Use
Entia.
this
But
room
he's Hom.
at your leisure.
Yes.
You are
Okay.
free to roam the city or stay
What is a
here
seer's
and rest.
job?
To
Farewell.
basically see things.
He's just like a psychic?
Hold on, Alvis.
Kind of.
I need to ask you...
Be patient.
You'll
I
learn more
know
about him.
what it is you wish to ask. Do not fear. You will learn when the time is right.
I kind of like and hate Alvis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's cool, but it's like, oh, fuck, he's cool. God damn
The
it.
life of the rich.
Stop
Where are we
it.
going?
Oh no, he's hot.
Stop making me look like a fucking loser. By comparison. I'm just like, yeah, I'm the hero. I can wield the thing nobody can wield. And then he just fucking shows up and he's like, bitch, this is nothing. Let me use like 5 abilities you don't know about. Let me teach you a thing or two.
What God want?
If you're after Alvis, he's gone. What?
I'll let this cutscene finish, and
Where
then I
did he
want to
go?
answer that question from Odin. Because I do know the answer.
That scene does make you
What
feel a
happened?
bit small in the picture.
We received an SOS from a small squadron repairing a transporter at Erith Sea. But the transmission was interrupted, and we have lost all contact with the squadron.
Sounds like they need our help.
Sure can Ricky go help? Ricky and friends help people in trouble.
Of course. We're happy to help.
But you're outsiders.
Soldier man, not worry. Hereupon Ricky is here to save the day.
It is most appreciated. We need all the help we can get.
Odin asks, trivia question, can Tom and Jerry talk? The answer is yes.
Yes, because it happens in
Yeah.
a movie and it was fucking cursed.
Yeah, no. So the answer is yes, but not in any good media.
Like, people loudly denounce it for just how cursed it is that they talk in that movie.
They 100% can talk, but they also 100% should not talk. And if it's a good movie, they won't.
They can, they just choose not to.
Yeah. And that's honestly more powerful.
Yeah.
However, the duck and the baby mouse are allowed to talk in good media. Because they're kind of funny.
I guess. The duck is kind of its own thing, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, it's not...
Well, the
yeah,
duck
it's
and
not-
the baby mouse talked in the original animated show. That's why
Yeah.
they're allowed to do it.
Yeah, and also the duck doesn't, like, end up, you know, showing up in so many episodes that it just seems weird.
What about Jerry's, like, fucking British bully cousin?
You know, I haven't seen enough
is it?
episodes with him in it.
Yeah, I think he's only been in, like, one. I'm pretty sure he talks in it, but...
What is it?
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Most of the quests are just one-offs, but
Yeah.
some of them are just,
Past
like, kill
things.
quests.
Yeah, the ones that are, like, a bunch of them are the ones that I remember.
Yeah.
Which is why I keep hitting it, like, even though I don't need to. Here's one.
Yeah, this is one right here.
Did the original game have quest givers that gave a
Past
fuck ton
things.
of quests?
Yeah, like I said, they barely changed anything mechanically about the game.
Yeah, well, I know you mentioned that they changed turning in quests, so you don't really have to do it as much anymore.
They
I wasn't sure if they compiled a bunch of quests into one quest giver for some reason.
No, they actually, in the original game, if you completed a quest, some of them would just automatically turn it in as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said they changed that.
I might have, but if I did, I was wrong.
Maybe I'm just remembering the thing where the quests actually show up on the map.
Yeah, they changed it so that they actually show up on the map now. And as exclamation marks. You're gonna be here for a while.
The line tells me to go over here, though. Look at it.
You're gonna be here
If
for
I
a
go,
while.
if I go here, okay, never mind. It actually works now. It was saying to go to that one. I swear it. I'm not crazy.
It's fine.
Oh, this way. Oh, there was one that way too. I'll go back to it.
You have...
Yeah. You know me, I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. I like this one's design.
Yeah. Some of the Nopon also live in the capital.
Cute little pink puff.
Yeah.
Was this one's name Popio?
I think.
Hang on, I need to talk to Popipo, sorry.
Popipo.
That's even weirder.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a quest over there already. But first, let's go to that other one.
Yeah, the quest that she gave you was just to talk to her son.
Yes?
This is a question I actually know a lot less about. Odin asks, are Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck brothers, stepbrothers, or brothers-in-law? They can't be brothers. They might be, anyway, because it's a stupid cartoon.
Yes.
But I feel like they're probably stepbrothers, because I doubt they're brothers-in-law.
That'd be a little...
They don't have sisters, do they?
Well, they might. I don't know.
They don't have,
That's
like,
something
siblings.
that I just don't have enough trivia knowledge to answer.
I'm pretty sure the answer is stepbrothers. Unless the answer is none of them, because the way you phrase the question, technically that could be the answer. Could be a trick question.
I suppose.
I think I do remember something about them being related as some sort of brothers. So, what is the answer, Odin? It'll take him a second to get back to us, because...
Yeah, there's latency.
Yeah, there's a really long delay. That's my bad. I set up the stream, I think, for maximum quality over latency.
Okay.
Because,
Because, well, the game is pretty high def.
Yeah, usually we're not, like, worried about fast responses anyway. So it's not a big deal. Trick question, they are not brothers, they're just best friends. I was right about that being a trick question.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I wasn't tricked.
You just didn't answer. That's how you beat a trick question. Just don't answer.
Just like, well...
Why am I Shulk? Shit!
The game reset your party.
Ah, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Backslash!
Yeah.
Haven't heard that. I'm sure he's been doing it, I just don't pay attention to when my allies are saying things. Only when I'm saying things. Fuck. Oh well. Let's try and heal. Items taking the damage, lower my own aggro because I had some damage as well. Battle Soul. Let's not.
If you play with NPC Shulk, it's actually better to turn it off.
Yeah, maybe we can do that later. But they were dropped off at the same location, so you're kind of right there, Stepbrothers. I think you're just patronizing me at this point. Yeah, I was wrong, plain and simple. But it is interesting that they were mixed up, sort of, at birth. That makes sense, I guess. That's probably the thing I was remembering.
So if you want to shuffle around your team, you can do it.
Yeah, I should do that.
You got the Buff Boy squad going on right here.
I do. Do I want to replace Ryan is the question. I like the Charla setup. I also like the Ricky setup. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to move Ricky in.
Okay.
We're not fighting... I might do this. Is that terrible?
No.
I might do this only because I feel like these are the two that I've been using less. Well, actually, I almost never use Ryan, but I also don't like Ryan as much, so.
Oh.
I mean, he's fine as a character, like I said.
Right.
I just don't care for him in combat. And also you use him all the time when you play, so I feel like he's evened out a little bit. Ricky definitely needs the level.
Yeah.
And since we're not fighting Mechonis...
He eventually gets a skill unlock that skill tree branch that gives him the same XP regardless if he warms the benches or not. Which ultimately makes him like one of the higher level members of the party, no matter what happens. But it's usually only by like a level at most. If that.
The answer to your question, Odin, is Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Follow my lead.
He asked what Batman's parents' names were. I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. You'd think I would learn. But... You'd think I would learn, but if that is the case, you wouldn't know me. Alright, let's... I usually
do it again.
I learn, but then I immediately forget again when we start the next fight.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't do it again in the same fight. But I will 100% do it again in the next. Yeah, let's do that. Let's also put on Fearless because we're doing fine, but we want to get this over with quicker.
So the thing about is that it actually turns you 180 degrees.
It does?
Yeah, so you have to like point forward again in order to be able to attack.
Please.
So wiggle the a little bit to get you.
I am now. Oh.
Oh, and one of the nebulas is trying to join them.
Ah, fuck. That's why I'm doing so bad.
Also because he used their move that toppled.
Well, yeah, that's it. We have the ability to do this. Let's fucking ruin this nebula's day. I'm gonna assume it's immune to, like, everything.
It's immune to some stuff.
Probably immune to break. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it's got nebulas have 80% resistance to physical attacks, but nothing against ether stuff.
Back attacks extend the region. Both from behind us. She doesn't have red attacks, but she has these, which... This is kind of flying.
Yeah, if there's an exclamation mark, that means it's flying.
Okay.
That could be pretty chunky.
Yeah, that'll be bad. I will admit...
And Tempest Kick actually counts as an ether attack, which means that Dunman can do solid damage against multiple. Which is weird.
I will admit, Odin, that while I remembered Martha immediately, it took me a minute to think of Thomas. Thomas Wayne.
I would have just been able to give them...
Yeah, I knew the answer, but I took advantage of the fact that there's a delay to pretend like I knew Thomas Wayne right off the top of my head, even though I didn't. Well, I mean, I did. It just took me a while. Ricky love chain attack. I can't do Ricky's voice.
Ricky love chain attack.
That's closer than mine.
It's not amazing, but it's at least something.
Yeah, no, it was okay.
Yes?
He has a very unique tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how the voice actor ended up getting their voice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm liking these trivia questions, Odin. I'm also liking the fact that I actually know a lot of the answers. Looks like there's a thing in here.
What is it? What is it?
I like trivia games. But only like entertainment trivia.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff that I know a lot about. Will you stop walking away from me? Don't you walk away from me!
Don't you walk away as I'm trawling quests.
What is it?
Yeah, that's actually it, isn't it? Yeah. Sadly,
What could be up that transport?
is probably the objective. Where's the, is it up top, maybe? Okay, we're gonna go up the transporter.
I don't like entertainment trivia simply because I suck dick in it.
Sadly, the primary reason I know Martha Wayne's name is the fucking...
Batman v Superman.
Yeah, it is! That's why it's sad. That's the reason.
Hey.
Yep. Although I knew Martha Kent before that because of Smallville, because I watched that with my parents.
Oh.
But Martha Wayne I didn't actually realize, because she's really not important to the story most of the time. Oh, here's what I was looking for.
Except that one time that she is.
Except that one time that she is, but it doesn't matter, because that movie isn't important to existence.
Yeah. I hear that they like made a director's cut of it that actually made it somewhat bearable.
Really?
Yeah, they basically added it in like half an hour of cut footage that makes the first half of the movie pay off actually pretty well.
Oh, that's good.
As opposed to what they ended up doing.
I think we should let movies be long if it actually services the movie.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
But they cut like half an hour of content to fit this sort of cinematic length, and it made it not work.
Yeah, that sucks. I heard the new Wonder Woman isn't getting reviewed very well. No, it's a fucking bullshit. Where's that red exclamation point? Is it that thing?
It's actually below you.
Oh, well, fuck that. We're not gonna go down there. This is a very vertical area, it seems.
Sort of, yeah. except the verticality is only in one direction. You would need to sort of use fast travel to get back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That is an enemy, but that is a big problem.
Yeah.
Let's try
You're
it.
gonna get fucking one-shot, dude.
Really? Alright, fine, I won't then. I was hoping I could skirt around it without the kid taking its notice, but never mind. We can come back here, maybe. Actually, probably not, because we won't get to a level where we won't get one-shotted. That's a shame.
I'm pretty sure that enemy is actually stronger than the final boss.
What about these ones? These ones aren't surrounded by memes. In fact, this appears to be our quest anyway, so...
Idiot.
Let's start out with the bullshit. Aw, I'm upset that wasn't perfect. That was even worse. Let's do this. And this. Not that, because it's
Yeah, resist power.
that sucks. Look you, stop resisting my shit. I should have used the other aura, since I'm getting fucked currently. I am dead. Apparently, 4 or 5 of these things is a little bit more of a problem than I thought.
Yeah,
What do you expect me to do, dude? I'm dead.
For some reason, the Chroma, those are just really OP enemies.
Bullshit them. The fuck are those hands?
They're holding quote.
What can I do to... Nothing. The answer is nothing. I can do nothing. I'm going to lose. Let's try and get our allies up, please. If you'll let me.
Well, we don't have enough time.
You're right. Well,
yeah.
that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, for some reason the game throws a difficulty spike at you now.
Mm.
So, actually, for multiple reasons, this is a good time to actually do some of these side quests.
Alright, here's your third, I guess.
Alright.
This will be a good time for me to take a drink. Take a break.
I think we actually improved our affinity between two characters, if I'm not mistaken. Here's where I get to show off the affinity shard.
Ooh, nice.
That's it. Yeah. So, we were playing with yeah, we need to change seats.
Okay. You got it. Let me just take my keyboard.
Okay, yeah, so Dunban and Charlotte now have green affinity.
Nice.
So...
Oh, and I'm not going to be able to read your comments as easily. I'll try, but...
So yeah, actually if you open up...
me my phone as well.
If you open up the affinity chart early on in the game gives Melia's sort of race and age as question marks.
Huh.
She's actually 88.
Jeez.
Which would have been a dead giveaway that she's not a human.
Yeah. Quite.
So yeah. Let's see here.
Cool.
So
Cool,
if
cool.
we go back to Alchemoth, we can, like, use a big scoop and pick up all the quests. And then we can just kind of just do them. Because this is one area in the game where it's actually good to...
I think the audio is better with you on that side anyway.
what was I gonna say? This is a good time to show off that if you do enough quests in a certain area of the game, you improve your reputation there.
Huh.
And certain things can happen.
Huh.
So, Scarlin wants you to talk to 2 potential suitors to him.
Suitors?
Yes.
Wait, oh, to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's... I wanna play as Ryan. Ryan doesn't get nearly enough love.
That's true. I will readily admit that. Because I do not give him any.
Sure, this looks like a solid party.
I think I might have asked this before, but what's the worst party in the game?
Shulk, Melia, Charla. There's no tank,
Yeah, 'cause there's
and
no-
everybody has low health. R. There we go. Now we've got an active quest. Way over there. And hopefully if we get to fight any enemies, then I get to show you off just how busted a party consisting of the 2 topplers in the game can be. Because if you could topple, then chain attack, topple, they're not getting back up ever.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of quests in this game. In this particular area, because it's so huge. Alright, so...
I'm trying to think of a fun trivia question for Odin. Because he's been shooting trivia questions at us.
You want to know what I think of Star Wars?
And I know a lot of random trivia facts, so I'm trying to think of one that would make a good question.
Hey.
Are these the 2 suitors?
Yeah.
Are they chilling right next to each other?
Yeah, they're kind of just chilling.
Okay. Fighting over him?
Perhaps. Fast travel.
God, why is it that now, of all times, I can't think of a random obscure trivia fact?
Come up with a piece of trivia about Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
Are you that?
I could ask something about Aldrich. I don't know. See, I don't know if Odin knows anything about Dark Souls. Like, lore-wise, I mean. He's seen us play it before, but...
Alright, so you just had to talk to him.
I feel more powerful.
I do have a weird fact about Aldrich, but it's not that obscure. It's pretty obvious to anyone who actually knows the lore. But to someone just playing the game casually, you would never know. But I don't know how to turn it into a question. It's just a fact.
So yeah, this game kind of just has these like neat side stories just tucked away.
He wants her help again?
Yeah. He wants to decide which of the suitors he wants to court.
So is he asking for your advice?
Yes.
I'm guessing you don't actually get to choose.
You actually do, and it's
really
sort of based on which one you talk to first.
Oh. So it's not like a presented choice.
It's a hidden choice.
Okay.
You're kind of on a mission to figure out which one is the best one, but the best one ends up being the one that you talk to first.
Oh.
So it's sort of allows you to decide. It's just hidden.
Ah, okay.
So I don't know if you call that good or bad design. But it does give you the option to change the story, whether you know it or not. So, the question is, which of these 2 people do you want to talk to
Well,
first?
what do we know about?
Nothing. Well, you probably... we'll just go with this one.
Blue one.
Blue. What if it was blue?
Yeah!
Hey.
Here's a weird internet trivia question for you, Odin. and I am almost 100% sure that you will not know this.
How's things?
But let's see if you do. So this only makes sense, I guess, if you're familiar with the 2000s YouTube trend of referring to the description as the doobly-doo. My question is, who started that trend?
I don't know, but whoever did needs to get their ankles broken.
Are you that?
Tempestuous ending. Oh yeah, that's the fucking bird. So we get to beat up that bird. Alright.
So yeah, there's a random YouTube history question for you. Because there was a time when this individual was one of the biggest channels, but they are long forgotten by this point.
Are you that?
Like, they still make videos, but they're not the same style of content, and they're by no means the same scale of popularity. So you probably won't know the answer to that. So we know nothing about these girls' personalities. Like
sort
going
of.
into making a decision.
I mean, you got to talk to him. You learned a little bit about him.
Oh, okay.
Are you that?
This guy.
What is it? What is the defining feature that makes one right and the other wrong?
There actually isn't anything, sort of.
Well, you said the one you
right
talk to first ends up being right.
Yeah.
So what does she say when you talk to her first that makes her right?
I actually don't know.
Huh.
I just know that it's a branching path that depends on who you talk to first.
Huh. Okay.
Because I always just picked the closest one first, which ended up being Rosiel every time.
Which one is that?
The
Pink
one-
or blue?
Pink. So yeah, this is just like 3 free quests that we could do right here. Pretty standard stuff.
Oh yeah, I did get your text saying you were on your way at 7:49. Did you arrive just after 8, I believe?
I'm trying to get here at like 8 sharp these days. Although maybe because
you were
I
pretty
had
quick
to.
that time then. That was only like 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey.
My transit time is only 11 minutes.
Oh, I guess I
But
never
for
noticed.
some reason, whenever I try to leave at a certain time, I end up leaving 5 minutes later than when I plan.
That might be part
So
of it.
I'm trying to plan at leaving at like quarter of, so that I actually arrive on time.
Ah. I'm usually expecting you like 15 minutes after you text me.
Oh, right. That's probably why.
Yeah, that must be the reason why I've noticed that trend. So I was surprised you got here as quick as you did.
Yeah. And back again.
Are you still doing this guy's quest?
Yeah, he has like a big 3 quest line.
Jeez.
About him being indecisive and needing your help.
Are you that?
And
Just,
but I
like,
think this
make
is
up your mind, dude. Why are you asking us? Like, does he want you to like find out some secrets about them or something? Like, why can't he just like figure it out himself?
I don't know.
He just doesn't know what he wants?
Yeah, he's kind of indecisive, and his indecisiveness has been like straining his relationships with them. So he needs you to be like, hey, I need you to help me out. Just talk to them and pick one.
Wow.
Kinda.
Just letting some random stranger decide your fucking love life fate.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just that fucking
useless.
Bad at picking things.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be like that. Just happened.
But it's fine. That's all behind us now. And we got Physical Protect 4, which is
Was that a random reward or a scripted reward?
All the rewards are scripted.
That's what I thought. So you knew that was going to be the thing.
Shaping History. That's the achievement that you get for completing a branching path. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, and then we get run over by a car.
Ryan gets hit by a bus.
Are you that?
Wait.
Definitive edition.
Hang on, I need to make that a meme now. Because we did it for Ratchet.
Yes.
Okay, what do I need? I need a bus.
Yep.
I need a picture of a bus.
A picture of Ryan.
It should be a moving bus, preferably, for extra dramatic effect.
Yes. Bonus points if you can get motion blur on it.
I'll see if I can do like a radial blur, but I need it to be a front picture for that to work. Oh, here's a good picture.
Nice.
I'm not going to use it for this because it doesn't really work, but funny that I look it up and I find a bus. Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god, kill it with fire.
I'm sending that to the Moon Combat. I'm not going to use it, but I am going to send it to the Moon Combat. Also, the fact that it says 50 years and counting on the top of it is also not reassuring. Oh, here's a front picture. Now I just need to add a radial blur to it.
Nice.
I'm sure there's an app to do that.
Let's
Radial
see.
blur. I might actually have an app that does that. I was expecting a dumb meme app. I actually got like a pretentious looking art app. But it doesn't matter as long as it radial blurs shit. This is a good use of our time.
Yes. Oh yeah, so this is the part where Dunban says that he gave up drinking when Fiora fucking called him out on it.
Ah. Poor Fiora.
Yeah.
That will never not be sad.
In the arms of the angel.
Fold? What does that mean? So far, so good.
Nice.
What is it?
What does this do? Oh, that makes it more intense. It should be pretty intense, but not so much that I can see the central circle. Okay, let's save that.
I think all we have to do to complete this quest is to just pick this shit up. Yeah, easy enough. And this is way more engaging than just grinding off of random enemies.
Yeah, that's true.
Well?
Subjugation, dude.
That sounds,
It's just...
sketch as fuck.
It's actually, basically when they're conscripted and forced to, like, defeat monsters.
Wow, I actually spelled Ryan right on the first try.
Oh, nice.
I didn't think I would.
Oh yeah,
Good
there's
enough.
this one enemy, that's a unique monster that only appears when there's shooting stars at night. So yeah, that's probably not gonna end up happening. I only did it because, for my 100% playthrough because I knew that it was gonna happen. So the first time I saw it, I'm like, alright, we're abandoning the main quest immediately.
Wait, what caused you to abandon the main quest?
Because when there were shooting stars in the sky.
Ah.
Because that's the only time this one quest becomes completable.
Wow.
Because you have to defeat a unique monster that only appears then.
That's really fucking random.
Yeah. Just some random stuff.
Okay, let's crop this down because I only need the text that says Definitive Edition. And then I'll manually type the rest of the text.
Oh, watch this, Blake. You're gonna miss it. Yeah!
Alley-oop.
And you just get launched 50 feet away.
Oh shit, okay, I get it. It was the momentum.
Yeah.
Nice. I wish there was a Xenoblade font text generator.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing if I could do that. I'm gonna look for it, but I do not have high hopes. Xenoblade font generator was suggested to me.
Oh, that side quest kind of spoils the name of a location that we're going to be later.
Oh, good thing I wasn't looking then.
That's a little awkward. Luckily, 99% of people aren't going to see that in that order.
It is Helvetica Neo Black Italic.
Okay.
Is the fucking font apparently used for Xenoblade. See, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
It's not as stylized as the actual logo, but it is the same font. How do I... Can I actually do that?
Yes.
On this app?
Mm.
When I said when I said that, the fucking guy in the game responded like yes or something, and it freaked me out because I was like, did he just actually talk to me?
Just like, yes, make that meme about my game, says the random NPC.
His game.
Yes, his game. It's everyone's game, I guess. Maybe he's just getting ahead of himself.
Damn, I can't really... Helvetica font generator. Let's see if I can do that.
Yeah, cross another one off.
No,
we gained 2 levels just doing random bullshit.
Huh.
And yes, that one part that you died in was not because you were bad, it was because they threw in another random difficulty spike. This game has a bad habit of doing this.
It does seem to, doesn't it? Oh, why can't I italicize this? Fuck you.
Yes? Yes?
Anything else here? Oh, okay, more quests.
I guess it's like in a gray sort of color.
Alright.
In the... It's like a light gray. Title. Yeah, I can't get the exact font, sadly.
That's alright. As long as it's just an approximation, it should be good enough.
It's not even close.
Alright.
That's not true. It's as close as I can get it, but the app I'm using does not have a lot of options. So it's not very close. It is it's as close as I'm getting it. Also, I guess I have to make it a darker color than gray because it straight up is not visible on this picture in gray.
Sturdy armor. Oh yeah, that's the part where I had to save scum in order to get the right materials. Shit. I remember this quest, and not fondly.
This is a meme.
Maybe it'll be better that it's not like super high quality.
I mean, that is the appeal of my memes normally. The fact that they're not very good.
No,
they're just inside jokes. That's the point.
It's not that they're not good, it's that they have middling quality. Because sometimes low quality makes them better.
Yeah, it's like it's inside joke plus like low quality. That just makes them kind of meme. Kind of like a really unique meme experience.
Because if it was high quality, people would be like, "Oh wow, that's actually impressive that they put so much effort into it," as opposed to pointing out the fact that it's a really funny joke.
Yeah, it's just a dumb fucking like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of,
like some dude just fucking had a joke and just made this in like 5 minutes in pain.
Yeah. That's part of the appeal.
Yeah. Let me put this in my memes folder.
Alright, let's check.
Upload to my memes folder. Once it's fully uploaded, I'm going to delete it from my phone. Because it doesn't need to be here.
And I'm going to download it onto mine.
I have a meme folder in my Dropbox where I keep all of our custom memes.
I keep most of the custom memes, at least when it relates to D&D. Because
You liked that one, huh?
Yes. Definitive edition.
Did you like that I used the actual text from the logo?
I did.
For definitive edition. I liked that edition when you said that, so I figured I'd put it on there.
It was a very quality meme, I must say.
Is there anyone?
No, nothing new.
Yeah, I think Odin either left or... I called him Aiden, by the way, which is a fucking Beyond Two Souls reference. That's a deep cut to an old series.
What is it?
Yeah.
I think Odin either left or just didn't know the answer to my question. The answer, by the way, is Wheezy Waiter.
Bruce Wayne's parents' names?
Yeah, that's when I said it was Thomas and Martha.
Okay.
Wait, no. Wait, was it Thomas Kent? Thomas and Martha?
What is it?
No, it was Thomas and Martha Wayne. I think. Now I'm doubting myself. He never did confirm whether that was correct or not.
Alright, so you're gonna be pretty impressed by how many red exclamation marks are going to appear once we set foot outside.
Oh, yeah?
You're just gonna be wading in them.
Very cool.
Let's see here.
Yeah, what's the thing right now that we're doing?
I'm still collecting quests.
Wow.
This area has a ton of them, and for good reason.
Yes?
Because this game, this is the part of the game where they're like, yeah, it's time to give you a lot of levels. And if you don't have them, then the enemies are going to be tough.
Yeah, this is pretty cursed. Let me see if I can download it. I cannot, because it's fucking Twitter.
Oh, lame.
You know what? There's a way to do this. I hit share, I copy the link, I go to a fucking browser, and paste said link. That's not what I meant to do. Share, copy link, browser, paste link. Now it should open in the browser, which means this will just be a video. This will just be a GIF. So I can hopefully select the GIF. I cannot. That sucks.
Oh.
Still cannot download the GIF. Fuck. It's because it's a GIF. You can't just download it easily. Oh well, what I can do is I can still send the tweet. It's just half of you won't open it because you don't use Twitter.
Correct.
But it is cursed, I assure you.
Alright. Maybe this one I'll actually open.
Me.
Oh, the preview image actually shows the GIF.
Oh, good.
Okay, problem solved.
We were this close to auto-completing that quest. I wonder if I can just jump off the highlands. Yeah!
Noise. Terminal. Did you get an achievement for that?
Yes. You get an achievement for falling to your death.
Nice. It was called Terminal Velocity.
Yes.
Noise. Noise, maze.
That's actually the first time that I tried that.
I've got a Dark Souls trivia question for whoever out there is listening. Where does Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods, get his name?
Because he devours gods.
Yes, but which god? Because as far as the lore specifies, as far as I'm aware, it's only one. The answer is more obvious than you think, but you don't play Dark Souls 3, so you wouldn't know.
Is it that trap dude from Dark Souls 1?
It is, it's Gwendolyn.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually got one.
And here's another random trivia fact for you. That's why I fucking hate Aldrich.
Because he ate Gwendolyn?
Yeah. Aldrich is like the character in all of Dark Souls lore who I despise the most.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
he's also
killing dudes is my job.
He's also responsible for employing Pontiff, who is responsible for, at the behest of the king, specifically Osiris, the Consumed King, creating all the abominations that you encounter that are part dragon, as well as mutilating both Vort and Dancer to turn them into monsters. Dancer is known as Dancer because she was previously a professional dancer, effectively.
Well, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. So Aldrich is either directly or indirectly responsible for like 90% of the fucked up shit in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, Gwyn is technically 100% responsible for everything that's going on.
He was just trying to do his best, man.
Yeah, Gwyn actually wasn't intending to do a whole lot of terrible shit. His only real crime, and it is a pretty big one, to be honest, his only real crime is the fact that he wanted to hold so desperately to his power.
Yeah, that he
and that is what fucked everything up.
That he used his soul to sort of kindle the first flame.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Is it? Well, not that necessarily. It's more about the fact that he's... I don't know if this is confirmed or just theory, but it's at least implied that he is responsible for the dark sign and the curse on humanity as a whole.
What is it?
And he did so out of greed to attempt to extend his reign, because the age of humanity was going to begin, and the nature of humanity being darkness, it is the age of darkness. Which is what happens at the end of 3, effectively.
Well, that's one of the endings.
Yes. One of the endings. Although, I'm skeptical of that, because the little piddly flame you get when... Suddenly I'm overflowing with Dark Souls trivia.
Yeah, all you need to do is just prod you.
I just needed to start with one thing and work outward from there, because I actually do have a lot of Dark Souls trivia. The sort of piddly explosion of flame that happens, that's Sleepy Gamer, by the way. He's the guy we used to play online with a lot.
Why are you playing a weeb game? Because it's a good weeb game. That's why. I don't think I need to explain myself.
What was I saying? Pretty much everything I play is a weeb game, dude. Nintendo, Sony, they're all fucking Japan.
Well, just because it's made in Japan doesn't mean it's a weeb game.
I guess.
I think that there's more qualification needed.
Is Dark Souls a weeb game?
Come and see!
It's made in Japan, but I don't think it's a weeb game.
It's Dark Souls 3 specifically is borderline weeb.
I guess, with the stances, but it's not weeb.
Dark Souls 1 definitely is not. It's heavily European.
Dark Souls 2 is just not good.
Dark Souls, yeah, completely unrelated to the discussion, but yeah, it's just not good. But Dark Souls 3 really brings some weeb stuff into it, and I'm fine with that because I actually like the blending of cultures.
Yeah.
What is it?
But what was I saying about Gwyn? Oh yeah, the sort of
Dark
piddly,
Souls.
shitty flame that you get for rekindling implies that regardless of your sacrifice, the Age of Fire will not continue for much longer anyway.
I see.
And that is actually really in line with the themes of Dark Souls, because Dark Souls has always felt vaguely hopeless, and there's a reason for that, and it really comes down to the fact that the extending of the Age of Fire, it has always been temporary. It always will burn down again, and then another sacrifice will be necessary. And now, on an even grander scale, not only is another sacrifice necessary, but that sacrifice isn't even as effective.
And yeah, but it's not even necessary, but it would require a sacrifice that's not big enough to keep extending it this time.
What is it?
Yeah.
Because the Unkindled is what their name is? The Ashen Ones.
Yes.
Like, it's implied that they're just not good enough. No matter what they do.
I guess. A lot of the characters, though, imply that they believe that the Age of Fire has to come to an end anyway.
Okay.
Which, I'm not sure if that's personal preference on their part, or if that's because they know something we don't. But I think the implication is that it doesn't really matter who it is. It's going to be less effective.
Because I would only assume that they brought back these previous Heirs of Fire to kindle again because they assumed that it would work.
Yeah, but the whole thing, right, is that
if they actually decided to take up the mantle again.
Yeah.
Which they obviously chose not to.
Yeah. The whole thing with... he's just talking about Dark Souls. I do want to address those, but I want to finish my point first. The whole thing with Dark Souls 3 is that basically it became a tradition at some point between the events of 1 and 3. We're ignoring 2 because it's in a different place anyway. 2 is just a side story anyways. It becomes a... And actually, I do want to come back to 2 because there was a point about the hopelessness that I was going to make regarding that. And it's not because the game is hopelessly bad. Although that would be a good joke. At some point between 1 and 3, it has become tradition for royalty to be the ones to sacrifice themselves. Okay. Thus, the twin princes. They were called upon as the offering to the flame. But, I'll say this jokingly first, but then I'll actually address it. Basically, they were like, yeah, no, that sounds like it hurts. Yeah. Let's not do that.
What if we just didn't do it?
That's sort of the joking response of it, but truthfully, I think that they probably realize what we eventually see, that it's basically hopeless. Because they say similar things about how they believe the Age of Fire needs to come to an end.
Really?
Yeah, when you're
fight?
Yeah, I think it's in the cutscene leading up to it, but I could be wrong about that. And that's sort of the basis of the story, is they wouldn't do it. And then basically the Firekeeper and the other people in charge of licking the flame, because that's basically their job. Yeah. Andre and the Handmaiden and whatnot bring back the former.
Some of the former Heirs of Fire.
Some of the former Heirs of Fire, and say, okay, so they're not doing it, so could you do it? And they basically go,
oh, hell no.
Yeah, we did that once. It really fucking hurt.
Yeah,
let's not do that.
Sucked.
But I think the answer to there is, again, that they probably realize, having done it before, the hopelessness of the situation. And they refuse. And then so they say, well, fuck, who do we have left? And that's the Ashen one.
The B-listers.
The C-listers at this point.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I guess it's B, because the previous Heirs of Fire aren't B-listers.
They're just not even in the competition.
Yeah. We are the third fucking string, is basically the point. We are the third choice. And, yeah. And in order to become strong enough to actually do it, you have to fight the others.
Yeah.
And offer their ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So we're done collecting quests. So let's play until 10 and then hand it back to you.
Okay. And the whole point, right, of Dark Souls as a whole is this sort of hopelessness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the whole point, but a major theme. Anyway. Is this sort of complete hopelessness.
Right.
And it's seen it isn't seen very heavily in Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 1 is just the beginning of the story.
Yeah, and there was sort of a
but you
sense
see it a little bit.
There was a sense of lingering, like, hopefulness.
Yeah, because
in certain parts of it.
Because
like,
you achieve your goal, and this is
like, yeah, shit sucks, but it could be better.
Yeah, the chosen undead is only the second person to link the flame.
Yeah.
So at this point, all we know about linking the flame is that Gwyn did it, and it extended it for a while, and then it made Gwyn some ultra powerful thing. But then when you meet him, you find out that it's not true.
Because he burned himself out.
Yeah, he's
literally.
Yeah, he's this husk of a man, and that's sort of the tragedy of Dark Souls 1.
So yeah, you see all these exclamations.
Yeah, that is quite a bit. You were right. And a lot in areas we don't have yet too. And then Dark Souls 2, and this is why I wanted to come back to Dark Souls 2, even though it's bad. One thing that is really interesting about it is the ending, because I guess, like, in the lore, you're supposed to make a choice about whether to sit the throne. For some reason, I don't know. I'm not as up on Dark Souls 2 lore as I am on Dark Souls 1 and 3. But there is a choice, supposedly, at the end where you're like, whether you sit the throne or not, or leave. But the fact of the matter is, but what actually happens is you don't actually get the choice.
Really?
The game plays a cutscene wherein the door closes, and it's left ambiguous whether or not you actually did it.
Okay.
And the entire point is that, in the end, it didn't actually matter.
Okay.
And they're trying to... And it's sort of intentionally mirroring Dark Souls 1, how, and the series as a whole, how in the end it doesn't actually matter, because it will eventually end.
Right.
And that's where Dark Souls 3 comes in, where we do see the end. Because even if you do link the flame, the canon ending is technically letting it go out, I believe. But even if you do link the flame, I believe that the weakened version of it is implying that it's not going to be not to the same extent. And so, yeah, that's sort of the grander scale of Dark Souls hopelessness theme. That was a long essay on that, sorry.
Okay.
But that's sort of my point about that. I don't remember how I got on that, but yeah.
I'm on it. My rifle's getting
Yeah.
On the video, if you want to rewind like half an hour and
no, it's fine.
And figure out why I got on this topic, that's cool, but I don't remember.
You know, I feel like the games get more and more hopeless as they went on, right?
Yeah, and that's sort of an inevitable result of the fact that there are sequels.
Yeah.
Because if it keeps happening, you realize that nothing is going to solve the problem. Oh, here's a point I'm actually interested in. I would love to see the Kingdom of Lordran, or whatever it's fucking called in Dark Souls 3. Lothric is the name of it. I would love to see the kingdom during the age when it's not fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious, like, what are they really fighting for?
Yeah, because we don't know.
Yeah, we only see it when it's in its literal worst possible state.
Yeah. Sort of like the case of Rapture, that everyone wanted to know what Rapture was like before it went to shit. And that actually is what prompted the Burial at Sea DLC for Bioshock 3, where you actually got to see.
I don't know, I feel like you could imagine.
You could imagine, but people wanted to see it.
I guess. Oh, are you aware that the Dark Souls 3 DLC, canonically, you see the end of the world?
Yeah.
So another
as
thing about
everything
Dark Souls
sort of converges together.
Yeah. The original ending of Dark Souls 3 implies that the end of the age will happen. The Dark Souls 3 DLC actually confirms that the world ends eventually. But you time travel to get there, so I guess it's not like right away.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't. The end of the world doesn't happen immediately.
Yeah. I guess there is an Age of Humanity. It doesn't go right from Age of Fire to End of the World. We don't see the Age of Humanity. The Age of Humanity starts at the end of the game, and then in the DLC you teleport to the end.
Well, maybe not the end. Maybe or maybe not the end of the Age of Humanity, but definitely the end of the world.
Well, I think the Pygmy Lords, which are the original humans, I believe, are the people you see the corpses of with Game.
Okay.
So I think the implication is that you could still be right.
Like maybe
a lot of things in Dark Souls lore are uncertain.
Maybe the Age of Humanity ends and there's some brief interlude period.
Yeah. Where the Red Cloak comes to clean up what's left. Alright, I'm gonna actually read those comments now. If you know about Dark Souls, name every weapon. Lothric Straightsword. No, wait. No, I can answer that question. Dark Souls 1, Zweihander. That's every weapon. Dark Souls 2 is the best one. Nice. I know you're just trolling me. Just pour some gas on that little spark. Get it going. Yeah. The Unkindled. Okay, so he was confirming you were right on that one.
Yep.
Quite a few points ago, but yeah. Decay is kind of the theme. The decay of time, of life, and of hope. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of
a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think it's pretty telling that in Dark Souls 1, the bad ending is the one where you let the flame die out. Like, wait, we could have had so much more.
Yeah.
And then in Dark Souls 3, the bad ending is trying to keep it alive.
Yeah.
And the good ending is letting the flame die out.
Maybe the inevitable message of Dark Souls is not one of hope nor of hopelessness, but of fighting to continue something you have, but knowing when to let go.
Perhaps.
That's poetic enough that I'm willing to do with that.
Sure, I'll drink to that.
Bad ending is eating the flame. There are 3. Is the bad ending eating the flame, though? The usurper ending? Is that the bad ending, though? Because, like, don't you become... Like, you extinguish the flame by force, thereby starting the Age of Humanity, but you become the King of Hollows. So isn't that just, like, up to whether you're going to be a good king or not? I don't know. I'm not too certain on that. Nathan, I'm sure, would have a paragraph to talk about that.
Yeah, because he's pretty big on that lore.
Yeah, he's big on the lore, but I also mean specifically he has some really strong opinions about the Lord of Hollows ending specifically.
Why, does he like the Lord of Hollows?
Yeah, he claims that that's the best ending. But the fact of the matter is that the way Dark Souls tells its story, it's really impossible to tell. Other than to say that the extending of the flame is probably definitively bad. You punt the Firekeeper idea. Do you have to punt the Firekeeper to get that one? Okay, maybe that is the bad ending because you're kind of a dickhead.
Yeah, why would you beat up the Firekeeper?
Yeah, especially when there is an ending wherein you can convince the Firekeeper to let you snuff it out.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it just feels like you're being needlessly cruel.
Yeah, what a dick.
Yeah.
Let's try and...
welcome back, Odin.
Oh,
Sleepy Gamer is one of our partnered channels. He hasn't really been around in a while, but he's here now.
Right. I guess he's not immune to break during a chain attack, which means...
Didn't you say nobody's immune to anything during a chain attack?
If they're immune to... if they're straight up immune to break, then chain attack isn't going to fix it.
Oh, okay.
But
if the resistance that it negates. Sleepy Gamer says I'm immune, but... He's us, but... he's us, but Australian, and by extension, more annoying.
That's not being racist, that's just how it is for Australians.
Wait, isn't that kind of the definition of racist? It's okay, because Sleepy Ted knows I'm fucking with him.
It was a joke.
I'm always mean to him and to Australians as a whole because of him.
Yeah, Dunban, you should totally just use Boston.
Do we watch WandaVision? I do. And I will continue until my Disney Plus subscription runs out because I canceled it. But yes, I do watch it. And as far as I'm aware, I'm up to date.
Okay.
At least Australia has healthcare. We have healthcare, you just can't afford it.
Yeah.
It exists.
For some people.
Yeah.
Also, I am totally not doing well.
Damn. Thought you were the expert. Do you really want to draw aggro to yourself right now?
I got no other option. The problem is that this elemental is trying to join in on the fight while I'm trying to fight a unique monster. So I'm just...
Sleepy Gamer says Australia is cooler than the US. I disagree both on a literal heat level and also on a figurative.
No country that loses a war against kangaroos is cooler than the US.
I thought it was emus.
Yeah, sure.
Probably both, knowing them.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, of course you have fucking healthcare because, like, everything wants to kill you.
Yeah, you got it.
You need it. Like, what's the point of healthcare if, like, everything just instantly obliterates you?
Yeah. Alright, so we're probably going to need to regroup for that fight.
We have Tim Tam. What the fuck is a Tim Tam?
It's not a benefit if nobody knows what it is.
This is gonna be one of those things where he says what it is, and we're gonna be like, "Oh, that's like fucking Jolly Ranchers or some shit." He says just the emu. Would you guys rather
just the emus?
Would you guys rather drown or have one of your best friends stab you with a knife? Drown, I'm pretty sure implies death, whereas the knife does not necessarily.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fucking
like, what if your friends
cheat your question and say knife?
Yeah. What if your friend's just like, "Oops, I dropped my knife," or I was holding this knife in order to eat my steak, and I just tripped and it stabbed you. Like, it doesn't necessarily imply malice.
Tim Tams of God. Well, what if it's like, hey Jacob, God has given me an ultimatum. He's going to drown me if you don't stab me. Could you stab my hand real quick?
Yeah, like, that's totally an option.
I'm assuming that's not what you mean by that, Odin, but I'm going to cheese your question because I don't have a good answer.
I remember why we're probably shit. It's because Ryan has god awful gear right now.
Fair enough. Because we haven't fucked with it in a while.
Yeah, but the Panther stuff definitely is going to done bad.
We both like using him, so.
Also, it's light armor, which he specializes in.
Ah.
So we'll give him this, and Ryan probably deserves to have some form of agility up.
Gotta put something on him.
Because if I'm using him, he's gotta be at least workable.
Is it gay if it's for $20? I think the act is gay, but you are not unless you enjoy it.
Sure. Like, an act can be gay, but you can also not be.
Yeah, you can be straight and perform a gay act.
Oh yeah, this is why we lost.
Jesus!
Let's give him a strength up 4 gem. That'll even the odds a little bit. Hopefully. Watch me just get bodied anyways.
The real question, Sleepy Ted, is what is your breaking point to perform a gay act? Say fellatio, specifically. Because obviously there's a different breaking point for that and anal. What is your breaking point? How much money is your minimum for that? Do you guys rather have a superpower that your soul would go into another body, control that body, or turn into any animal like Beast Boy? I'm gonna be a dick again and say that technically, if you can control any body, you can control animals. But to answer your question legitimately, I think I'd rather have the soul transferring power. Especially if you can do it permanently, because then you can just, like...
Stay.
Yeah, you can stay alive by just possessing new people.
Yeah. Also, I could totally fuck with, you know, politics.
Oh, yes! Do that, please.
Yeah, just, like, be in the crowd, but point at them and be like, alright, I'm you now. Time to do some shit.
I am... Look at me. I am the president now.
I am the captain now. Although imagine just suddenly being 70 years old. That would probably be really jarring.
Yeah, that would feel really unpleasant.
I can imagine.
I like how the implication is that all presidents are 70 years old.
Well,
because it's kind of true.
Well, this one is.
Yeah. Most are pretty old. I just want to I'm gonna do a wrinkly... Jesus fuck. I'm not even reading that. It's on the screen. You don't need me to read it.
Oh, no.
I mean, Sleepy Ted, have you seen our Twilight Princess playthrough? That's all I have to say about that. Jacob, you know what I'm referring to.
I know what I'm referring to. And I kinda wish I did.
One of my best characters.
Oh, yeah. This is why getting skill links is important. Just free agility. And 15 points of it.
To who? Melia?
Yeah,
to
by linking for anyone who has affinity with Melia.
It's Melia that's providing it?
Yeah, Melia provides...
Oh shit, then that to Dunban makes him even more stupid.
But Rhine needs 3... needs blue affinity, whereas Dunban can just get it.
Is it gay if you transform into a female? To do it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like that is the inverse of that previous thing, where the act is not necessarily gay, but you are gay if you do it. Would you guys rather be deaf but have superpowers for the rest of your life, or have superpowers but you're blind? So deaf or blind? Deaf.
Yeah, being blind sucks.
What would be your superpower that is crap? Like going invisible but only when you're playing a trumpet, or flying but only in a plane that's already in the air? I'm a big fan of I have perfect aim but only when aiming for my allies.
Nice.
That's a funny one. How
about...
What about that one X-Man who could explode and destroy the universe? Once?
Well, you only need to do it once.
Yeah. But, like, because it would kill him.
Yeah.
Like, he could do it. But it would kill him.
It would. Like, yeah, you can do it, but why would you?
What about the power to shit yourself on command? That's pretty shitty. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's technically a power, but like, why?
How about the power to always know what's a good or bad decision after the decision has been made? Perfect hindsight.
Oh shit! Maybe that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Perfect hindsight is pretty good. There's also that character that we came up with during the Shadow of the Colossus playthrough. Which, by the way, watch the best of Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of our best series. There's that character that we came up with. I don't know if it was Evan who came up with it. It was the guy who always can sense danger, but like 10 seconds too late.
Oh.
So like he knows it's coming, but it's always after he can do something about it.
Oh, that's funny. That would be a pretty shitty power.
Yeah, that would suck. Being able to summon a lamp, but only once. Yeah, that's pretty specific. You guys can take away one thing from your memory. What would it be? I actually have a really good answer to this, but I'm not sure if I want to say it on the stream. It doesn't really matter anymore, so I guess I can tell this story. So when I was in high school, this is a really embarrassing story, by the way, but it's just irrelevant now. I told it in a comment section, actually, on one of Joel's videos. Oh. Because it was relevant to the video somehow, I don't remember. So, when I was in high school, I had a crush on this one girl. A lot of embarrassing stories start this way for people I know. And
after all my training,
you have to understand, I was not the fucking bottle of charisma I am now in high school. As I'm sure most people were not.
Yeah.
Having second thoughts about telling this story, but it's already too late. I can't stop now. We did so I had this comic that I wrote just for my own, like, fun. Where the premise of it was, it started as like a joke where in my art class, there was this rude guy that sat near me. He was like, kind of a dick, but he was funny.
Alright.
And, so I kind of turned it into like a running comic, and it became like a running gag, but only like for me.
Okay.
And I sort of had this whole like big long like series of just dumb jokes in this thing.
Okay.
And there was a project that we had to do for it was something Shakespeare, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I think it was like Macbeth or something. But the so we did this project where we had to write a comic, sort of the story, and I decided, and this on its own isn't a problem. It's the inevitable slip up that it led to that is the real problem. I decided to sort of extend my own running gag into this comic of the thing we were doing, where I basically did a parody of it, where the characters from the initial comic were like in the position of those characters.
Okay.
And I named the main character's sort of love interest after my crush.
Oh.
Yeah, now you can see where this is going. Which wasn't a big deal because it was a very common name.
Mm-hmm.
And like I never in any way intended anyone to understand that the main character was representing me, right?
Charlotte now has a days effect, which is nice.
Nice. I never intended anyone to understand sort of the reference that I was doing.
Right.
And I'm giving the fucking presentation for this project where I'm talking about the comic, and somebody asks me a question because they're not understanding how it relates to the story. The story that I'm supposed to be sort of parodying. And I accidentally referred to the fucking main character in first person.
Oh.
And I was just immediately like, what the fuck have I just done? You know? It's like a train wreck waiting to happen that, like, in hindsight, probably stupid.
Okay.
But, like, in the moment, I was like, nobody will understand this anyway. But then I just totally fucking slipped up and said, like, I instead of the main character.
Right.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And the thing is, I don't think anyone actually noticed it necessarily, or rather didn't probably understand that was what my intention was. But it was still fucking, like, embarrassing. And that's something that, even though it doesn't really matter, which is why I'm, like, kind of fine talking about it nowadays, it still fucking haunts me.
Right.
There's a lot of...
Understandable.
Like, I feel like everybody has those things where they remember something that they wish they didn't, because it was just fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
That one's mine.
No, that's a good one.
That's the one I wish I didn't think about. Oh god, the comments are going wild. Let's find out what they're talking about. Blake and his self-inserts. Yeah, no, that's entirely what the problem was. You should see what happened when he made a fan fiction of 50 Shades of Grey. That didn't happen. I'm denying it tooth and bone. I will fight you to the death on this. I definitely did not self-insert as the main character.
Okay, we want to get up here so that we can link always ready to everybody. Because that's just more free agility.
Yeah, agility's always good.
Alright. I think we're almost ready to fight this unique monster again.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
I've taken up a lot of the time by talking about stupid shit, so...
But here's the art that I said that we were going to want later. It's Dive Sobat.
Why is that one good?
Bone Upper is nothing good, but Dive Sobat on hit inflicts paralysis, which basically he gives the opponent a only 1 in 4 chance of their auto attacks coming out. But after Bone Upper, it inflicts agility down, which just craters the opponent's DPS against you.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Which is why
you're investing into Bone Upper, even though it's not good on its own.
Yeah, it's pretty nothing on its own.
Yeah, it's just.
But it's
up.
everything when paired with that.
Why do you have to invest into it? Couldn't you just let it be shit, but set up the good thing?
Yeah, you could, but it does fill the talent gauge a little bit by itself. So it's not horrible.
Okay.
And it's got a low investment rate.
Okay.
Let's boost up.
Also, fuck you, Sleepy Ted. Don't start that shit again. He's writing fucking fanfic.
Great.
He did this on one of our live streams when we had the voice thing on. It was pretty funny, I will admit.
Alright.
But yeah, very awkward.
Shield bullet. Yeah, let's just improve Charlotte's healing a little bit.
Hey, I have a question for you, Sleepy Ted, because there's something that's been bugging me for years now. Remember that time when you said you'd donate $100 to charity if I sang the Nutshack theme? I sang the Nutshack theme. Did you actually do that? Because I did it. I fucking did.
It's the Nutshack.
I did sing it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. My initial response was like 5 seconds of silence followed by, he doesn't have US dollars. I did. I sent you the receipt. I don't think I got the receipt, but I probably just missed the email. That's a shame. I'd ask you for your email, but that would be a really bad thing to ask on a live stream.
Yeah, that would be not so good.
Just send me all the business emails.
Let's just lure... Yeah, it's a big clusterfuck of dudes. So let's lure this guy. Oh, never mind. They're all going to eat my ass.
I believe you. If you say you did it, I believe you. I don't need the receipt. I just wasn't sure because I don't think you ever responded after I did it. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's not a big deal. I don't mind singing the fucking Nutshack theme for entertainment. Never mind the donation, but...
Here's the part where you actually heal me.
I was curious. More does that, maybe get some aggro.
Where is she? We don't actually know where she is.
Not here.
But she's gone. There you are. Way over there.
Oh, well, at least you saved your ass. That's actually one thing off of my chest, off of my plate. Is he did in fact donate after saying
nice. Shit. I was supposed to click chain attack.
But you clicked the get out of here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, that is kind of Did you have a school dance at your high school, and did you ask anyone at the dance? We had a school dance every year. I can break down 3 of the 4 years because I don't remember the other one. My freshman year, I had a girlfriend that year, so I went with her. That's pretty simple. We were kind of long distance, so we didn't have as much contact as the average couple, but we were a thing.
All right.
My sophomore year is the one I don't remember. I don't remember what happened. I think I might have just gone on my own because I didn't fucking care. I was really into dancing back then, so I probably just went on my own, just for the sake of the dance itself. My junior year, I asked a friend of mine and got friend zoned.
Oof.
Yeah. Inevitably not a big deal, but you know, pretty sad at the time.
I got my victory.
Okay,
No, it's
let's
okay.
switch.
Yeah,
I'll
you
finish
probably
this and then I'll go back to playing.
you probably have more than enough levels to get to.
And to finish the thing, my senior year, I went with a friend of mine's sister because neither of us had dates, and it wasn't really like a date thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, she was like, yeah, if you ask me in a creative way, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Because she just wanted an excuse to go to another dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted somebody to go with, so I didn't have to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And she was cool. She was really nice. I respect her. A friend of my mom owns a not a cab company, a limo. No, doesn't own it. Works for a limousine company and was able to get us like a really cheap limo.
Nice.
And not only was that good for the night of, but also the way that I asked her to the dance, because she said, you know, if you find a creative way to do it, was I showed up to the fucking school in a limo to ask her. That was cool. I like big stupid gestures. Even if I talk like a jackass on streams for comedy's sake, I do like big gestures like that. It's fun. Sleepy Gamer says he went with Nathan. He's just fucking expanding his fanfic universe wherein me and Nathan are secretly a thing, I guess.
After all my training.
The closest that has ever been to true, Sleepy Ted, was the end of the 2-night campaign Jacob ran because I was playing Casey, the bisexual bird.
Oh yeah, and Casey somehow actually made it out of that short cinematic.
Yes, and also it was implied that he was going to fuck Nathan's character at the end of it. So that is a thing that technically happened.
No, don't give them any idea.
I know, I don't want to expand the fucking the lore any further. You had a crush in high school. Did you talk to her? Were you nervous? No, I didn't talk to her because I was a fucking loser, and she was very popular.
I had a crush in high school. It was that girl Lauren. You probably don't remember.
I fucking remember Lauren.
Yeah, I had a like ginormous crush on her, but because I have
she was cute.
Because I have the social skills of a common net, I was not able to correctly express my feelings, and kind of just did small talk for 4 years with her, on and off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that ended up.
Weird party time. She was really nice though.
Yeah, she was like the nicest person, and I was like nice, but I like I can't express romance.
Dude, I was like that too. Remember how I said I had a girlfriend in freshman year? The only reason we broke up inevitably was that she moved away, but that's not relevant to the story. I just thought it was to be relevant. I forgot where I was going with this. My brain shut off as soon as I got into combat. This is why we don't. This is why I talk when I'm not the one playing. Oh yeah, her and I were like very awkward because we were very much like, you know, it's freshman year and we're like first time dating somebody. I wish in hindsight I was better, more charming, and more like open with her.
Right.
And you know, more like emotional, but in the end it doesn't matter. But it still does bug me a little bit.
You know, it's...
I forget where I was going with this, but it doesn't really matter.
I mean, the thing about that thing in high school is that it doesn't bug me that it happened. It bugs me is like, have I actually evolved past that point? And I don't know if I can say yes.
That's fair.
You know, that's what bugs me, is the not knowing part.
Yeah, no, I totally get you.
Oh, there's 3 items you just missed.
Another thing is, like, missed opportunities. That's the thing that bugs me.
Yeah.
Something that, like, is this really how... No, this isn't bad.
It's a blue tab.
Yeah, no, one of the worst things, in my opinion, is something almost being correct. You know? I don't mind if something is completely a mess, but if something is, like, really close to perfect, but, like, one thing off, it'll drive me insane.
Right, that makes sense.
So missed opportunities kind of factors into that.
I can understand.
What would you do if you saw your high school crush from all these years ago? Would you have the guts to talk to her? Honestly, Odin, I can say fairly proudly that I wouldn't be particularly interested in talking to her. It was a very superficial thing. It was a very school crush kind of thing.
You know what?
Inevitably, I really wasn't that into her.
You know what?
Like, as a person.
I think I would totally talk to my crush again.
I don't blame you. Lauren was actually really nice.
Yeah. I can proudly say that my crush was not just a stupid one.
Yeah, it was, you had a much more deep and interesting one than me, because she actually was a very nice person.
Even though nothing came to that. I'm sure she understood what I was trying to do, even though I never ended up.
She may have. In high school, man, it's pretty normal to be fucking clueless.
Yeah.
So it's also fully possible that she straight up had no idea.
I mean, I was.
Yeah, no, I know. Miss opportunities. Nathan is... Shut the fuck up.
I mean, he's all the way back in Central Mass.
Yeah, it's
He's
too late,
moving,
man.
He's moving farther away.
He went the way of my first girlfriend and fucking moved away, so I guess
He moved away, man.
it's too late for our forbidden love.
You better act now before he moves even farther away.
I don't know, I feel like if I approach him, he will move further away. And I wouldn't blame him.
It's like, you know what? Actually, a nice housing opportunity in Illinois just opened up.
Yeah. Have you heard of the show The Last Kids on Earth? No, but I can infer some things from the title. I can see how it's relevant. I guess both lives of your life left. I have no idea what you mean by that, sorry.
Both loves of your life left.
Oh, both loves of my life left. No. Not true. Because Nathan, well, partly because Nathan isn't fucking a serious thing.
So you're saying it's a thing, just not a serious thing?
It's a casual thing. I need to stop feeding this fucking joke. It's too easy. It's too easy, man. Aw, fuck you. So I think overall I've had like maybe 4, 5 maybe actual like interests. Well, I forgot about my first one that really was short-lived and was probably just a product of going through fucking puberty. So easily forgettable. a lot of people I used to go to church with
Oh yeah.
are getting married.
Oh, well, good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
I know that, at around our age, that's the sort of thing a lot of people are thinking about. And in fact, a lot of people probably do it earlier. Or
Yeah.
even still, like 20,
Yeah, but a lot of
21, 22.
a lot of
Like right out of college, it's not unheard of to be like, yeah.
that's true, but a lot of out of college marriages have really high divorce rates. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just saying, like, typically it's not
I guess.
a good idea. Odin asked something. If you found out that your crush had a crush on you to this day, what would you do?
Call him. Fuck, I'm the woman. That's not true. It's just that I'd like to see what happens if I'm not.
How fucking betrayed would you be if I fucking sent a link to this stream to Lauren?
I would be betrayed.
That's bold! That's bold! You were doubting your fucking courage earlier.
No, I'm saying, like, if I was face to face. But if somebody, like, sends it, like, yeah, okay.
Like, fair enough.
Then it would at least give me an excuse to, like, talk to them,
Yeah, that's fair. My brain shut off for some reason, and I was expecting reaction commands. Sorry. Back to actually playing the game.
Loading.
Yeah. But it wasn't the game that was loading, it was me. Shit. Let's massive heal yourself, because you're in bad trouble.
Nice.
I highly doubt either one has anyone's sentient interest in them. I think that's just Sleepy's Head trying to be cruel, but being terrible grammar in the process. Godzilla had a stroke trying to read that and died. This is bad. Whatever it is. Oh, it's that fucking bitch over there!
This bastard over here.
You asshole.
Yeah.
Really? Is it that bad? Oh, right, this is the 80-something bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck, get me out of
It
here.
really is that bad.
Get me out of here. Where do I go? No! Fuck.
You go to the grave.
I go to hell. I should have been paying more attention. The answer to your question for me is a lot simpler. I would do basically nothing.
You've moved past that?
Yeah. Sorry, the line is confusing me. Yeah, like I said, I don't care anymore. If we're talking about the one I was specifically referring to, being awkward about in high school, definitely. Let me think if there's any others. Yeah, I've moved past any of them.
Alright.
Easily.
Well, that's pretty, noble.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, maybe that's a little too much information. Because I don't care about sharing it, but the person it's about might. I just won't share any personal information on them. One person who I had one girl I had a thing for, told me straight out, because we were friends, and I was like, I want to be more than friends. And I inevitably got friends from that too. But, told me straight out at one point that, she had a thing for me when we were younger. And that's one of those things that bothers me.
What about Ricky's?
Yeah, that's something you hate to do.
Yeah. That's always like, really? Come on. Oh, that little, da, 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 sounded like, the Roxas fight for a second. Alright, this is where I need to ignore the objectives. Because I will get fucked if I try. Let's just take this one here. And move on.
Yeah.
Fucking greed over here.
You could fight freeze. So if you, like, move way over there and then initiate the fight.
Ain't doing it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't like this place.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Let's see if this goes any better. Maybe Shulk to help break Hijinks instead of one of the other people.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take Charlotte. Maybe I'll take Ricky out. I don't know.
I mean, it's really your call. Neither of them is the wrong decision.
I'll take Charla out. I like Charla, but I don't know. Shulk's got some healing. Maybe not as good as Charla, but
I mean, not even close.
yeah, not even close.
He
but he has some.
He has something that's equally as good. Damage mitigation.
Yeah, and he functionally fills a similar role. So let's just focus. And I think these guys will be top. Nope. But he got ganked by the other one, by somebody else doing it. Let's go for defense on this one since I tend to get ganked. Fucking Shulk is already dead somehow. Let's go damage. He's probably using that thing that halves his health.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking, how is Ricky already almost dead?
Not
How is Ricky already dead?
You
The
are
fuck is
already
wrong?
dead.
The fuck is wrong with this game? Oh my god, get up! Jackass. I'm also apparently banned from doing anything fun.
Yeah, they banned your technique. So something,
Get up!
Something
Oh, I
you
don't
could
have guard, that's why.
Something you could do that's kind of cheap but works is to kill one, then run away, and then defeat the rest of the wave.
Okay.
As long as you don't fast.
Does this count as fast traveling?
No.
Okay.
So as long as you can like focus on one and burst them down, then run away, then you can eventually succeed. It's not noble, but it works. So pick one, and then focus fire.
I fucked that up. Let's just go for the black. Yeah, also let's draw aggro from him. That's good. Let's get damage. Actually, let's go. No, I should have done. I can. Never mind. I shouldn't be doing this.
You could worldly slash and or electric gun buster. But I think if you go electric gun buster, I would have chosen worldly slash too.
Okay.
Because the only way that you get the topple off of that is by getting the extra. Because it's on cooldown on your regular time. Probably backslash because it has higher DPS.
I might want to stay alive though. I can do that after. No, I can't because I don't control him. Hopefully he'll do that after.
Yeah, look at that. If you can burst this guy down and then like run away, then you can actually win this one.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that before Shulk goes down. Because if Shulk goes down, I should really get out of here. Oh yeah, this is the part where I need to get out.
Yeah. Get out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Where's the exit? There's the exit. I'm stuck on a tree. I'm stuck on an enemy. Get me the fuck out of this place. Run away. There we
go. There's a question for you, but I don't know if you want to answer it.
Why didn't you tell Lauren that you had a crush on me? The reason why is because I didn't know what I wanted at the time. And I didn't know what my feelings meant to myself.
Huh.
That's really it.
I'm gonna open this.
That's really it. And I wasn't sure what I was looking for at the time, and that was most of it. Yeah, you know how I am sort of like, I don't really express my emotions that much.
Fuck. I looked down at the comments.
It's a sort of output.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess not.
So yeah, now that the enemies' numbers are halved, you can see there's wins.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, it's like not even a challenge. Maybe I shouldn't say that just in case, but
Secretly at level 40 shows up.
I just get
Monado
shit on.
must get-
But I
yeah,
have that.
works too.
Yeah, he was perfectly positioned for it. He almost never is, because I forget to move around. You don't want to know.
Yeah, right.
Did you even know Nathan in high school?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Things could have turned out real nasty if you hadn't come. See you round. Was that the main quest?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Now, and it was gated behind these fuckers.
Yeah. It was. That's the one. It doesn't. Those last notes weren't part of it, but those first two notes are the exact same notes, and it really makes me think it's like that.
Yeah,
I can hear it. So
I still cannot believe it. How could a Telethia have grown to such power?
And what is
That
your
was honestly
conclusion,
one of my
Seer?
favorite parts of
That the Telethia were
the
able
entire
to
Kingdom
gain
Hearts
such
series.
power due to the high
Yeah.
levels of ether in the region.
It was like
In other words, our
first
ether
point in
protection
Kingdom Hearts
is
2 where I
weakening.
felt really
And so
challenged
it
without feeling
begins.
cheated.
The resurrection of the Bionis. What of the Monado?
Oh shit.
I cannot
yeah,
see.
this is important discussion.
My sight is hindered. However,
Resurrection of the Bionis.
Speak, Seer.
Doesn't that fuck you
it is
over
not
if the thing
certain
starts moving?
that the Monado will bring about our destruction.
Perhaps.
And
While my
apparently the
sight is
Monado is
hindered,
implied to bring about their
I
destruction?
have seen a sliver
Jesus.
of light. Is your Majesty not
I'll
aware
answer that
of
question
this
in a
light
second.
as well?
Are you referring
I
to
do want to pay attention to this
Melia?
cutscene.
And the young man, Shulk.
Could it be that the boy is trustworthy after all? Kallian, we are on the cusp of a significant moment. The investiture ceremony must take place as soon as possible.
Your Majesty,
Investiture.
since the ministries are already in
Basically
agreement, we
coronation.
may be able to bypass
Oh,
some
okay.
of the formalities.
Indeed. But she must still earn the blessing of the people.
Might I suggest the trial of the tomb?
First Consort, such a ritual has not been conducted for generations.
We have simply not had a need for it until now. And I feel she is more than equal to the challenge.
Mother, the tomb is dangerous. Our records show that many potential successors lost their lives performing the ritual.
That child fought and beat the Telethia. It is my belief that she is more than strong enough. Besides, if it was revealed that she avoided such a responsibility, her reputation among the people would be irreparably damaged.
I must protest.
The First Consort is right. There is much risk, but the rewards are greater. It would seal the people's love for her. Summon Melia. Her thoughts must be heard.
Wait, so what's their plan that would have a risk?
It's a sort of risky cultural practice that hasn't
I
been done in
accept.
generations.
Ah. They're trying to get her to bring it back to, like, make
If
the
I am
people
to
happy
lead the
and
High
like her?
Entia despite my
Yes.
mixed heritage,
Okay. Why is it risky?
It's a trial
I
that
am to
she has to
succeed the
perform
throne,
alone.
Oh,
then
that's
I
why it's
accept
risky.
what must be done.
Is it dangerous,
I
like
expect
physically?
nothing less of my successor.
Yes.
Okay.
The path to greatness is fraught with danger. This shall be your statement to Bionis.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are not fit to be Empress. Not now, not
Shit.
ever.
She's not happy about it. Oh, that's why she suggested it. She's trying to get her killed.
Yeah.
Okay. Odin asks, were you guys bullied in high school? And if you were, did you get revenge? Yes, I guess.
I was not, because
Looks like we got them out of the
I
scrape.
got with a good,
Shulk,
solid group of
Ricky's
friends.
tired.
And in middle school, I had
Ricky's sleeping castle
acquired
now.
techniques
Good idea.
that
Let's head
lets
back to the
me
capital.
deny
sooner the
satisfaction to
better.
any potential bullies.
I was not wise enough to fucking deny satisfaction.
So what I did is I basically don't usually do enough that gives bullies a reason to try to bully me in the first place. And when they do try, I don't give them the sort of emotional responses that they were looking for.
Yeah, that's what you're told to do.
And by not giving them those things, then you can prevent them from doing it in the future.
Yeah, because they don't give a shit if you're not going to respond.
Yeah, if you don't give them the satisfaction, then they don't keep bullying. And that's what I learned in middle school, because there was this one fucker that tried to bully me, and he did it for like a good 3 months or so before I learned how to do it.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, but it's a good thing that you did what you did, so that in the future it paid off.
Yeah.
So my high school experience was relatively bully-free. Also, I'm a tall dude. You know.
Yeah, that's a boon.
Tall people generally don't get bullied because, reasons.
Yeah.
You know, if you're bigger than the other dude, then the guy's like, oh, well, what are you gonna do?
They don't necessarily want to fuck with you.
Yeah, and it's hard to intimidate someone of my stature.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't bully you by intimidating you, so they try to bully you in other ways, which are harder.
Yeah, yeah. So the answer to that for me is pretty complicated. Yes, I was bullied quite a bit throughout pretty much my entire grade school life. Middle school was pretty bad to the point where people would like pick me up and throw me because I wasn't very tall like you. I learned martial arts at one point and they stopped fucking with me physically because I think they were actually just a little bit worried about that, but they found they could still fuck with me emotionally and I wouldn't like attack them because I absolutely would have if they tried to hurt me. And okay, so that was that. And high school was a lot of just emotional torment. And it took me longer than it should have to learn to just not give a shit. And Jacob and I have had a very long private conversation about this, about how that made me kind of just an asshole sometimes. And a lot of the reason I just joke about everything and am kind of dick sometimes is because of that. Because I learned to just not care about anything. Or at least not show it. And I sort of evolved a response of just witty remark. And that eventually did solve the problem, but yeah. Did I get revenge? No. I learned to not care, and to consider the source. And years later, I've seen a lot of the people who used to be kind of shitheads to me, and a lot of them are a lot more mature now, so they're not really dickheads anymore. And it's kind of like awkward the first time you meet them, where it's like, hey, because they're like just kind of casually engaging me in conversation.
Yeah, like as if the past never happened.
Yeah, but it's like, we just chat, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think you'll find that in real life, revenge stories are never, as common as they maybe are perceived to be.
Yeah.
Things never turn out as sort of dramatically or gloriously like that. Sometimes you just kind of evolve past the situations you were in before.
Yeah, the far more common story is just maturing.
Yeah. And
that's what happened with a lot of them. But I do have one interesting story. Because there was a guy, I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want to shit on the guy, even though he is a total dickhead. I'll tell you who it is later. But I'm not gonna say it on stream. That's just kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
He went to the same college as me after high school, and I didn't really see him because we didn't have a lot of classes together. we did have one together, and we were in the lecture hall, and I fucking saw him, and by this point I'd moved on from a lot of shit. So, like, I was pretty used to just like, oh, there's that guy who was kind of a dick to me. I'm just gonna say hi.
Okay.
And I went over to him and I was like, hey man, what's up? You're in this class too. And he just like flat out fucking ignored me and just gave this look like, and I was like,
damn.
Alright, fuck you. And then I just walked away.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
some people
like
never...
you were the dick to me. Why are you giving me weird looks?
Yeah, I guess some people never change.
Yeah, he was a real dickhead, and he still is to this day, as far as I'm aware.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, that's...
yeah, but you know, the really glorious thing about it is that I don't care.
Yeah, you don't have to care.
I don't have to care. I acknowledge he's still a dickhead. I'm still going to call him a dickhead, but it doesn't really change anything in my life. Is this just progressing the story? I'm gonna say yeah.
You know, I wonder if Melia gained that XP because she wasn't in the party.
I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out, I suppose.
Will we though? Will we actually be able to tell?
We'll be able
Everyone's
to tell.
gathered
She's
outside.
like 2 or 3 levels lower than us.
Oh yeah, good point.
How come we didn't get invited?
Alright, cinematic cutscene.
Because you're a bunch of whips.
It looks like some kind of ceremony.
Because you're a bunch of foreigners, and this is apparently some really important religious ceremony here.
That's kind of actually the reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't trying to meme. That was me analyzing the situation.
My loyal and beloved subjects, Saurian Antiqua speaks.
Yeah!
I have been your emperor
Believe it!
for little more than 20 years.
That was a
But today,
joke that took
I
a
stand before
major
you
leap in
in
logic that
celebration.
I'm not going to explain.
So that's the High Entia Emperor, Saurian Antiqua.
Dunban looks
will
like he just
remain your
couldn't care
emperor
less.
for years to come.
Maybe he can't.
Now is the time to announce my successor.
Nice talking to you guys. Nice talking to you too, Sleepy
Your
Ted.
crown
Hey,
princess,
come around
And
some
there's
more
the lady
sometime.
herself.
Sure.
Melia Antiqua.
It's her. She's a princess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Took
We
you
know,
long
but
enough.
they don't. These guys are just finding us out now.
Her silver spoon accent was a clue. But royalty?
Yeah, that's why she talked like in the super posh accent.
My daughter, Melia Antiqua,
All royalty have posh accents.
will depart immediately to face the tomb.
We should get like.
She will
Adopted
seek
into
the
royalty,
approval
he just
of our
over time
ancestors
developed that
and
shitty
become
No, it's
your
instantaneous.
crown princess.
You're assimilated into the hive mind.
No, it's like the instant you sign your name on these sort of certificates, then it's like, bam.
Oh wow, golly, this is really interesting. What's going on here? Oh, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. No, I want to see a royal family that just all talks like fucking American Southerners.
Oh, you mean like that one sort of semi-offensive American Southerner accent I do for some D&D characters?
I don't know which one you're talking about because I've never found any of your accents offensive, but
Let's see.
I was just thinking like Texan.
Is well now.
Oh yeah,
This
okay,
here's
like
the
the
accent
that's
I
like the
use.
Bayou type of
No
accent.
This is
Can
the
hide that
accent I
girl's
use for
contaminated blood.
when I'm playing the character Tom
First consort, all
Flint
the pieces are in
from that
place.
stuff.
Say the word, and the captive
Yeah.
Hans shall be no more.
The savage who discovers fire.
I really like the
remains
very
a
clear
savage.
Texan sort of accent.
Disappointed or not,
That's one of my
His
favorites.
Highness will
to
turn a
do.
blind eye to their fate.
Someone asked me earlier, I don't
And their
remember who it was.
removal will deprive Melia
Use
of
that
some
accent
powerful
for,
allies.
Agrius?
As you say.
Agrius. Which one was that?
That was from Gerunder's level 40.
We
No, that explains why I don't remember
the
it.
contamination of our
Yeah,
bloodline
apparently Nathan really
by
liked
perpetuating this
Yeah,
wretched
because he
tradition
wrote him into his
of a
backstory
high
for
Entia first
your
consort
upcoming one.
and a
I wasn't
Homs
planning on
second
having him
consort.
in that campaign, but now he is.
For how long must I suffer these Homs?
Yeah, I
Do
like the
your
Texan
duty,
accent. Somebody asked
Tyler.
me,
As you
I don't remember
wish.
who it was, a while ago, what
That
accents I
mouse.
like. And I also like the Texas accent.
Yeah.
It's a good answer to that. It's really fun to sort of talk in this sort of sultry
Melia.
southern drawl. Very pleasant.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that was Melia. But why the mask?
I don't know. But she's different from the other Hyentia.
You know who does a
How do
really
you
good
Melly not
sort of
like
southern
other
drawl
bird people.
is
Melly
Bo
like
Burnham,
hum-hum friends.
You might be right.
comedian, musician guy.
But there are things that
He does he only does one
Wait a minute!
country song because it's literally just him
Oi!
making fun of country music.
You'll give a Homs a heart attack
But
shouting like that.
he does a southern drawl
got no
for it,
time
and it
to lose.
sounds really good.
Melia
Actually,
needs our help.
I see.
Again? You had another vision,
That's
didn't
actually-
you?
it
What
sounds
did you
pretty
see?
genuine.
You know,
Out with
there's
it
a lot
already.
of things that I'm like, oh wow, I wish I could do this actually. But then when I try, I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
We ordered room service an hour ago.
They're just walking up. Fucking Voldo motherfuckers over here.
Dunban clearly can't give less of a shit about that.
It only makes me like Dunban more. I probably could have toppled these guys, but I went for the damage instead. Oh well. So, we're getting fucked over by these people we're supposed to be defending, fighting with, or getting help from or something. Fuck.
Oh, you can toss it.
I guess I just go straight to top. I could have done the break thing, but I didn't need to. The thing is, I started the chain, so it kind of bothers me that I ended up doing it.
Also, one of the reasons why I wanted to get some levels is because I knew that this was gonna happen.
Why did we just... Did I kill one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering why I switched targets suddenly, because I wasn't paying enough attention to others. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I've really been watching the fucking skill bar most of the time while I play.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
You have a buff on you? You don't. This isn't going to do anything, but I'll do it anyway. She just moved.
That's a lot of skill. And she...
Good.
So, if you look at Shulk right now, you'll see something weird happening.
Okay.
All
That
of his
blue effect?
All of his attacks are bouncing back.
Oh, yeah.
You know why?
No, actually.
Because of Monocles.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a sort of cute attention to detail that I like.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Like, if you bring Shulk to this fight, he just fucking sucks shit because the Monada physically is incapable of attacking people.
That's interesting because I think this might be the first time we've ever fought people.
It is.
I can't attack, so I might as well just do something else. Not that, though.
You can still inflict break, but
Really?
you can't deal any damage.
Okay. We'll do the break thing then, so that it'll set up for me doing the other thing as soon as the...
But it's way off.
I'll take away your no status effects. It doesn't matter. I'm winning this pretty hard.
I turned my back to you.
Yeah, for style points.
The Scout NT is black tag, so they provide no challenge.
Ha. They're still doing fine. Do the whole chain. I didn't need to because I realized somebody broke me just now. Whatever, I did it. And let's go just massive.
Yes. Strength down and defense down.
Oh, did Shulk just deliberately move to flank?
Yeah, he has basic understanding of position.
I thought I had to position myself deliberately with regards to him because he was dumb as rocks.
Well, I mean, it's better to do that just in case, but sometimes they'll do it for you.
Okay, that's
Who
cool.
are these guys? Shulk. These are Inquisitors.
What is this?
They're gonna blame us for
More of
fighting
them.
or are they gonna realize
Wait.
that something's going wrong?
This is His Highness Callian, brother to Her Highness Melia.
Melia's
Well, at least we're
brother.
talking.
Do not concern yourself, Your Highness. The matter appears to have been resolved.
Seer Alvis?
I foresaw the danger. I rushed here, but seem to have missed the fun.
Yeah, because
They do not look like mere thieves.
I am presuming they
People
are
referring to
inquisitors
murder
of
as
the
fun.
Bionite Order.
That's a trope.
A group of assassins long devoted to the Imperial family.
Ridiculous. The Bionite
For some reason, that
Order
just
are
gave me a
mere
random
myth.
flashback to
The Order existed before
the first half of Fate
began.
Zero.
I, like many others, believed
Fate
they
Zero
had
was a
long
good
since
anime.
died out.
It is.
Yet
Highly
here
recommend
they
it.
are before us.
Is Father aware of this?
It's probably
I
number
suspect
3
he
in
knows
my
very
top
little.
3.
He may not even be aware of their existence.
Because
They
Gurren
live
Lagann
amongst the
and Death Note are blatantly
never
above it.
revealing their true faces.
But there is some unique qualities
not
to Fate
explain
Zero
why
that
they
keep
would
it just
attack
barely
these
there. It's like Gurren Lagann and Death Note are like top contenders. Like
Yeah.
they regularly switch
that have
places
been-
on 1 and 2,
No.
but nothing else
There's
comes
no
anywhere
way.
near them.
Callian,
Right.
However,
Melia is in danger.
Fate Zero
She'll
is
be
like
killed as an altar if we don't find her
tentative
soon.
3, I think.
Killed?
Okay.
How can
It's
you
funny
be
you
so
recommended
sure?
me 2 of those, so
Shulk and
Yeah.
I
you clearly
share
have
the
good taste in
same
anime.
gift.
Another seer?
Maybe I'm
Which would
just
mean
lucky.
that
Found
you
a
can
good-
see the future?
Maybe.
That's why we have
Because
to
I know you don't
find
watch a lot of shows.
her. Now.
Yeah. This was back when I had more free time in my hands than I do now.
Mm-hmm. I liked Great Pretender. I don't know if I'd put it in the top 3, but it was good.
Your Highness.
Kind of a different type of anime, to be honest.
As agreed, you will face the ritual alone.
It's basically just leverage.
Okay.
We wish you a safe return.
That was more for the audience than for you, because I don't know if you
As
even know what leverage
history
is.
has
I know.
proven,
Yeah,
all
that's what I
those who
figured.
stake claim to the throne without merit will spend
That's also a good
eternity
show, though.
as fallen spirits.
Con men conning other con men.
I must prove my worth as the next ruler.
Very fun show.
And I am no less prepared to
It
sacrifice
loves
my
to
life than
tell
those
you
that
what the
have
plan
fallen
is,
before me.
and then at the last
Most
minute make it look like
wise.
everything's going wrong, and then be like, aha, we planned this.
Watch your
Even though we told you the plan earlier and it didn't involve this.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is a really entertaining show, though.
I should see it sometime if I get the time to do so.
Yeah, it's worth watching. I would say don't judge it by its first episode. Because its first episode is entirely different from the rest of the series.
Unacceptable.
Like, it introduces
Those
you to
who
the
enter
concepts, and it
tomb
is kind
must
of
do so
important.
alone.
But it's a lot more edgy than the rest of the show is.
Okay.
Because the first episode is just
The
like...
life or death is in the hands of fate.
I don't know what it is. The main
Those
character
not
acts
worthy of the
really
throne
edgy
are
and
exactly that. You can't
fucking dresses
seriously
really
think that.
strangely.
This is your sister. This is Melia.
Wait, is he
Easy,
against her somehow?
But Dumban.
This ritual holds a special significance.
Oh no,
Because
they're
they're
just
It is
supposed
talking
wrong for
about how
us
the
to
ritual is.
interfere.
I don't like it.
But am I right in saying that the rules of this ritual affect only Hyentia? And if some strange Homs happen to get involved, it wouldn't cause a problem.
I think that might cause a problem
Homs from entering the tomb.
because
No?
it seems
I suppose
shifty.
not.
Then look at it this way. I don't need to know how big a deal this ritual is to your people. What I do know is that your sister's life is at stake. Cut us a break.
So that's the quest.
And
We're
we'll
gonna go
save
in and
her.
help her with
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Dunman's like, technically we can do this because we're
Who are
not
you?
high.
You
My
have
name
to
is
at least
Dunban.
act like you're not,
I'm
like you
sort
didn't
of the
fucking
protector
plan
of
this
the
out though.
icon-bashing
Because then
band
it's
of
gonna look
Homs.
super sketchy if people find out you had this fucking
At the Battle of
conversation.
Sword Valley,
Yeah.
you held back an entire wave
Like,
of
oh,
Mekon
these
with the
Homs
Monado.
kind of just wandered in.
You know a lot about a battle you never showed up to.
My
Oh yeah,
apologies.
the other thing about
We do
leverage,
not
the last
concern
point I was going to
ourselves
make
with the
about
wars
the
of others,
first episode compared
be
to
it
the
against
rest,
the Mekon
is they go
or
heavy on
otherwise.
the, my
was
backstory
only
is that my
joking.
wife is dead
You had your
because of
reasons.
these people. And
I can
it's
see that with
kind
all
of
these defense
unnecessary.
systems, you don't really need to fight.
Like, it's just
Then it is
needlessly dark,
decided.
whereas the rest of the show is generally pretty fun.
Okay.
You can reach the tomb by transporter from the center gate. Her Highness has already entered. Shulk, you should hurry.
The ending's really good, though. Same thing with Great Pretender. I like the
Okay.
ending. It's kind of the thing that made it. Okay. Do I want to leave it this way?
You can switch your characters or not.
I might as well look and consider. Ricky's still lower level, so is Ryan now. But I feel like Dunban and either Shulk or Sharla is necessary. Because Dunban's the character I like playing as, and is a really good tank.
Yeah.
Shulk and Charla can serve similar roles of damage mitigation or healing.
Ricky can also provide healing too, via You Can Do It.
I guess.
It's not a huge amount, but it's certainly more than what Shulk can do by himself. Although Ricky doesn't have a lot of damage mitigation.
Yeah, but my point is I'd consider switching Ryan and Ricky, but that doesn't solve the problem because they're the two that are lower level.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll just leave it alone for now. We can deal with it some other time.
And like I said, eventually Ricky can learn an ability to give him constant XP regardless of being on the bench or not.
Okay. That'll bring him up to speed.
Yeah, which always made him like weirdly ever so slightly higher than the rest of my party.
Yeah.
Not enough to gain a level, mind you, like most of the time, but he always had his bar a little bit fuller than the other people.
You said you wanted to leave at 11 or 11:30? It's almost 11, just pointing that out.
Alright, well we can get this plot point started and then we can do that.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to be concluding soon, if anyone's still watching.
Yeah, because this is where the plot gets fast-paced again.
Damn it. No. I really want to see if I can walk on that center.
You can. It's just hard to get.
I've never noticed Dunban's little stride before, but now I do.
I choose neither option.
Yeah. I do not require your assistance, but leave me the fuck alone. I don't need you hurting me either. I refuse. Yeah. I carved my own path.
We seize our own destiny.
I took the road less traveled by. Turns out there's a reason people don't travel that road. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. But I didn't.
Do you like any poetry, Jacob? Not necessarily. You don't have to necessarily be a fan of poetry as a whole, but is there any one that sticks out to you?
You know, I can't really think of anything, honestly, at the moment. I'm sure something might come up.
This is the tomb. Defensive measures prevent intruders from entering. You will have to circumvent these to move within the tomb.
One thing before we enter. Alvis, you can see the future like me.
I am from a long line of seers dedicated to serving the Imperial family. My visions help to protect the Empire.
But you're a Homs.
Yes. But that is for another time. My ancestry is not easily explained, and my ability to see the future is equally complicated. You might say, I have my own ritual. Is it not the same for you?
No. My visions appear suddenly, without warning. At first, they're obscure. Then, as it gets closer to the event, I start to understand.
It seems you possess a power greater than I still have not seen any danger befall Her Highness.
Not much use as a seer then, are you?
Nothing passes you by, does it? Now you see why I asked for your help. What a lucky coincidence that I happened to see you in danger.
A coincidence?
But I've seen you use the Monado.
The Monado has been passed down the Imperial line for generations. The sword of the Bionis. It is compelled to do its master's bidding. Magnified greatly, it has the power to control the very fabric of our world. Ether. Control the ether, and your will is made reality. I willed it, and it happened. That is all. Perhaps due to that power, the High Entia sealed away the Monado for centuries. Eventually, it found its way into the hands of the Homs, and then you, Shulk. A coincidence, or something more? You must discover this yourself, for you are the one who wields the Monado. The Bionis is stirring.
That was an incredibly ominous line of dialogue.
Yeah. Elvis is a character.
I kind of like Elvis.
Yeah. I like the way his character plays with the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
The ancestral altar lies deep beneath the seals. What trials await me, I wonder? I must not lose focus.
Oh boy, I sure hope you've been playing Melia and know how to use her.
I can assure you, I do not.
I guess this is something we can leave on later.
This is the part that I die. You want to stop now? That's fine.
Yeah, now's a good point to stop off.
We'll have half of next stream of me suffering as Melia. Yeah, this has been a weirdly eventful stream. Yeah, but I think we're good. So, thanks for watching. Good night. Stay interesting.
Don't forget to unsub and leave a dislike.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you at this point with all that shit Sleepy Gamer posted in the chat.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, make sure to go over to his channel, sub to him, and then immediately unsub just to prove a point. Good night.